welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live. All right. How's everybody doing on this Sunday morning? How y'all feeling?
Sunday morning is football, man. What you think? How we feeling, man? It's the last week of the NFL, bro. Like,
Damn.
Come on, bro.
That's good and bad, man. That's good and bad because the playoffs are going to be crazy, but that just lets us know that the season is slowly but surely coming to an end. But we got what we got. What's going on, everybody? For those of y'all in the chat, appreciate you here already. For anybody that's watching on the replay, appreciate you as well. So I want to say good morning to y'all on this Sunday. We got a great show lined up for everybody. But before we do that, y'all know what time it is, man. If you're here, you know what it is. Hit that like, that subscribe, that notification bell. Please do. It's going to help us. It's going to help the algorithm really, pump this thing out there. And also, we just continuing to grow. We just short of 5,000 subscribers. So for this new year, 2025, our goal is to double that. We're starting to blow. It's coming along. And shout outs to our first two members. It's Not That Serious and Laker Nation. Appreciate y'all for joining the channel. And very shortly here, so we got some stuff coming. All right, so hang around for that. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into it. We got some really good topics for y'all. Obviously, as you can see, we got Joe Burrow, who is just, man, Joe Burrow and the Bengals continue to fight, and that's going to be a great topic to discuss. Shannon Sharpe and Michael Jordan, Shannon Sharpe's comments about it on something that came across my timeline that I kind of wanted to get these guys' takes on, and we'll delve into that a little deeper later. LeBron James, his assault on the record books continues with another all-time record. And then, of course, we have JJ Redick, head of the Lakers, versus the round mound rebound himself, Charles Barkley. So got some really interesting stuff here for y'all, man. So, G, what's good, man?
What's cold,
on, bro? You look cold, man.
Yeah, I didn't see you look cold.
Tell them why you cold, G. Why you cold, man? Tell them why you cold.
Because, my Ravens destroyed the Browns last night. Went to the game.
Sir.
Watch us clinch the AFC North.
Yes, sir.
And it was quite the show, man. Quite the show, man. It was a good time, man. It was a packed house. People was on the fence at the top of the stadium, man. They didn't care. It dropped to like
That's real.
degrees last night.
Facts.
It was live down there, though.
That's awesome.
That was dope.
That's awesome. Love to hear that.
Good time.
Yes, sir. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get into the Joe Burrow topic. Transformer, what's good with you, brother?
Man, I'm not as cold as G is, you know what I mean? I wasn't out in the 20-degree weather trying to watch Derrick Henry just run through, put foots in the Cleveland Browns defensive line.
Yes, sir.
Put foots in them. But I'm good, bro, man. I wanted to take a moment to give a shout out to my mother. Today is her birthday. I just got off the phone with you, sweetheart. Mama, I love you so much. Thank you for all these wonderful years. Your baby boy is doing great things, and I'm proud to see that you're still alive to witness all of these great things. I greatly appreciate you, Mama. Love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Transformer from the Format Podcast. Happy birthday.
Yes, sir. Mom diggity. No doubt.
Transform into another year. It's beautiful.
Always what you did there, man. Transforming into another year. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's love right there. Absolutely.
Put in the chat, man. Happy birthday, Mrs. Well, you can't say Mrs. Transformer. That's my wife. Mama Transformer. There you go.
Mama Transformer. Apologies.
Mama Transformer.
Yes. No doubt. All right. Well, let's get to it, fellas. Let's get to it. We are going to start the quick hits, and we'll start off with G here. Quick hits.
G. 3 minutes. Go.
Oh man, we got something amazing going on. Talk to him, G. You muted, man. You muted, G.
You muted. That boy going in too. You can see them words are spewing.
Yeah.
First, I'm gonna take a minute and I'm gonna reply to Steve in the chat. Steve, Pickens is a problem, man. It's not rough. He's the problem, bro. But now let me get back to the regular scheduled program.
Yes, sir.
First quarter, pick 6. Nate Wiggins, rookie. I don't know if you guys heard of him.
First career interception.
First career interception for
to the house.
Yep.
House. Sitting right there, bro. I'm like, oh yeah.
It was an awful throw.
Yeah, it was a terrible throw.
It was an awful throw.
No, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it just
didn't get there fast enough, and he jumped the route. I mean, that's all.
It was windy. Do I make excuses for why Shorty ran into the house? Nah, I can't. It was right there. I was like, oh yeah, we love it.
It was almost a gimme, damn near.
Yeah, the offense was a little stagnant, but it was some hits, man. They was hitting down there. Like
that's AFC North football, right?
Yeah,
Jay?
they was hitting, man. They was hitting, and I think that was the difference between first half and second half. Those guys didn't want to play no more. They kind of submit on defense, but wasn't nothing there, man. It was the Browns. The Browns had a lot of problems this year, so they was just in our way.
What's that? What, they on their third string quarterback?
Yeah. They was just in our way. That's all. They was just in our way.
Yeah, they played the third and fourth, I believe. Yeah, they played the third and fourth string quarterbacks yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was, Deshaun Watson, he got hurt. Then Jameis Winston, he got benched, and then you saw DTR and what's my name?
Zappy.
Bailey Zappi. Thank you.
Bailey
Zappi. Some key moments though, I think, was Zay Flowers leaving the game early.
That had me worried.
Yeah, that was.
Did they announce what it was?
Knee strain, I think.
Yeah,
knee strain.
So hopefully not too.
He felt real weird. And then we saw Bateman go out too as well, come back. But he got cracked. I don't know if y'all seen that. Oh man, his helmet he got the wind knocked out of him across the middle. Boy. It looked like January football out there, man. It felt like January.
That's right.
That's all I had, man. I don't got nothing on the Brown side. These guys got a lot of work. Got a lot of work ahead of them. So just on to the next.
Right. Let me give a shout out real quick. Not to delve too deep into this, but a quick shout out to Derrick Henry, man. On the season, 325 carries, 1,921 rushing yards, 16 touchdowns. And it's so funny for a big part of the early year. I'm not going to pull anyone else into this, but I know I was screaming for Todd Monken to give this guy more carries, right? But it turns out he was still second in the league in carries this year with over 320, right? And then, of course, 1,900 rushing yards and 16 touchdowns. So maybe I stand corrected, or maybe my issue was I didn't feel like the dedication to the run game was there in the right places. But hopefully it seems like they've gotten that ironed out. And I'll tell you the other amazing thing is, when have we seen a situation where you had 2,000-yard rusher and a 1,900-yard rusher in the same season? I think that's pretty ill, especially, in a time where we always talk about the running back position being devalued. So shout out to Derrick Henry, still in beast mode after all these years. It sure helps a lot that Lamar Jackson is the running threat and the passing threat that he is. So it takes some pressure off Derrick Henry, man. But those two are an incredible thunder and lightning backfield, man. So beautiful to see for the Ravens. And finally, and I'll get your thoughts on this real quick, Transformer. Next week, as a result of what happened yesterday, we have Ravens and Steelers 3 this season. So this is going to be beautiful. This is man, I mean, what more could you ask for if you're a Ravens fan? Being able to knock out your arch enemy on your own field. And the only thing we got to hope for in that game is no injuries, because as we know, Ravens and Steelers, that's what we call a chin strap game. Buckle that thing up, because they are going to be going to take heads off out there. But Transformer, go ahead, man.
No, man, it was a good game. I mean, granted, it was the Browns, but still, man, you got to play who's in front of you. 53 versus 53. On both sides of the field, man. Big shout out to Lamar Jackson, man. I mean, this is going to be one heck of a year for the MVP committee on their voting. 4,172 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, and just 4 interceptions. Posted a quarterback rating of 119.6, which ranks 4th highest mark in NFL history, behind only Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning. Aaron Rodgers did it twice. So, man, big shout out to Lamar Jackson, adding that another 915 on the rushing game with 4 more touchdowns there. So that's about 45 touchdowns on the season, 4,000 passing yards, 900 rushing yards. Man, that's going to be tough for the voters.
QBR only 4 interceptions with those type of passing yards.
Yeah. That's the fewest interceptions by a quarterback who threw for 40 touchdowns.
Correct.
I think Aaron Rodgers had 5. So he was just one short, right? So, man, big shout out to Lamar Jackson. Big shout out to, Derrick Henry. Big shout out to Todd Monken, who's finally running the football the way he should be, man. So I know we've been giving him a lot of hell at the beginning of the season, but, I give flowers where it's due. I give criticism, but I also give flowers. So Todd Monken is currently, running that football team the way it should be ran on the offensive side of the football. And clearly it shows, man. Derrick Henry with $160 plus. You get Lamar Jackson to chip in another 80. That'll get it done every time, right? Just don't forget it next week.
That's right.
Don't forget it, right? Remember how you got there. Remember why you're that great. You thrive off the running game first. Lamar Jackson is not Aaron Rodgers, even though he's sitting in the pedestal with Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning. Let's not do that and treat him like he's Aaron Rodgers or Peyton Manning. Get him to use those legs, man. Make him use those legs and go out there and, play a great game and play his game to the best of his ability, right? But, man, it's going to be exciting, man. We're going to have Pittsburgh versus the Ravens part 3 in the first round of the playoffs. That's a great way to start off the playoffs, man.
Great way. That better be like rivalry game, too.
They probably going to have to flex it to 1. I mean, I would. The Steelers not looking good, man. The Steelers look awful.
No,
I mean, they just look awful. Yeah, going into the postseason. And all 4 teams or playoff contending teams. I mean, even though the Bengals are not going to make the playoffs this year, but they were right there in contention. I mean, that's assuming. I mean, Kansas City is finna lay down and let the Broncos in. Let's just call a spade a spade. But
I hope not.
If the Broncos were to lose that football game, then the Bengals would be the 4th playoff team that the Steelers have lost to back to back to back to back. Right, so it's not a good look going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, big win for the Ravens, man. Good job on Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, just putting foots in them, taking care of your business and getting to the playoffs healthy. Well, as healthy as you can.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark Andrew. I think he broke a record yesterday too for the most touchdowns by tight end, Baltimore Raven tight end.
Oh, he did.
I think he broke that last week or the week before. Yeah. But he has the record on the season, but he broke it before. It wasn't yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, absolutely. Mark Andrews is doing it. He's looking like his old self, man. When he caught that one and he laid out, caught it, and rolled, I said, how did Lamar fit that in there? And then I was like, how did he come up with that? It was perfect throw and catch. Absolutely perfect.
Hey, another one. Hey, the Ravens became the first team in NFL history to score 40 passing touchdowns and 20 rushing touchdowns, along with throwing at least 4,000 yards and rushing for at least 3,000 yards in the same season. NFL record.
Yeah, that's crazy work.
That's potency. Yeah. No.
Thunder lightning, bro.
Build up to the playoffs, bro. We don't look like we looked last year. We hobbled in the playoffs. Actually, our identity kind of favors the Steelers, right? There was some issues with Lamar and Zay Flowers going into the what's the name? I see he wanted more reps. So Bateman, I'm sorry, he wanted more reps last year. It's a little bit of controversy. So the roles reverse, and not saying that we look like the Steelers last year, but I think it's safe to say that this is a high-powered offense.
I believe it's the number 1 offense in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
I believe so. But yeah, man, it just a great year overall. All right, we could talk about this all day, but it's supposed to be a quick hit, so let's move on. Even though I had something else I could have added, but let's go ahead and move on. Second quick hit, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy
B.
Jimmy Butler's got a situation right now. He's been suspended for 7 days by the Heat for conduct detrimental, and there's a lot going on here. Jimmy Butler's been talking since last year. Pat Riley doesn't like it. Now he allegedly demanded a trade, and Pat Riley came out publicly, said we're not trading Jimmy Butler. Apparently there's issues with him and contract demands, and at the end of the day, things aren't working out the way they should. Yeah, Jimmy Butler's a hard worker and a tough player, but he suffers from injuries a lot, and no team he's on has won, so he's never won. And it's weird, right? For the first few stops, like he kept not being able to get along with people, and the argument kept being, well, he's such a hard worker and he just wants everybody to work as hard as him. But now it occurs to me, if you keep going places and you get into issues with people, the problem is probably you, right? Because he had issues in Minnesota, he had issues in Philly, although he probably could have stayed in Philly, but I think him and Embiid were kind of getting into it because I guess he figures Embiid don't work hard enough. But also, Philly made the choice to keep, I think, Tobias Harris over him. So,
Philly, that was crazy.
Yeah, I know. Minnesota, Chicago, and now Miami. So it's like, we got to figure this out. But yeah. So, what are you guys' thoughts on this Jimmy Butler stuff? And then I'll add one more thing about it.
I'll go. Jimmy, man. Shams reported this weeks ago about Jimmy Butler will possibly get traded. Jimmy Butler denied it. 2 weeks later, he denies it again. Then the week following that, he demands a trade. Pat Riley then says, "No, we're not looking to make no trades. We want Jimmy here." A week later, Pat Riley suspends Jimmy Butler for 7 games for conduct detrimental to the team because he's going around saying, "I don't want to be here. Trade me before what was it? The All-Star game? Or trade me before something. So. It's trade me before something went down. The trade deadline. Yeah, trade deadline. Trade me before the trade deadline. So there's a whole lot going on over there. Jimmy is not at the age and point of his career where he can make high demands, in my opinion. Nobody's going to be wanting to move hell and hot water to go and get him at this point. I believe he's about 35, 36. He's up there in age.
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, he's up there in age. So you're already an older all-star. I'm not going to say superstar. You're already an older all-star. Now you're known as a hothead, all right? You're every team you go to, you're kind of at the end, you're kind of fading away and trying to, work your way out of there in some form of fashion. Pat Riley not going to get much for you. So, Pat Riley's going to do what he wants, best for the team. Pat Riley's going to run an organization the way Pat Riley runs it, right? So, Jimmy, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Now, granted, man, he hasn't really done much to get him pieces there to, help him over there. But, still, I mean, the way to go out like that at this age of your career is just not a good look, in my opinion, man.
Jimmy Buckets.
Man,
sometimes in order to move, you got to do things, man. I think he's a smart guy, and his behavior may just be what he needs to be moved from the Heat. Maybe that's what that is, man. I don't know, but his accolades kind of speak for itself. Was it like a 5-6 time All-Star? I think he got an Olympic gold medal. What else we got here? 6-time All-Star, 5-time All Defensive Player. Right? So he's definitely, even at 35, he brings a lot to the table for any team. And if him and Pat isn't getting along, Pat gonna move him out. That's just how Mr. Riley worked. So
absolutely,
yeah. So this could be the upside for him because he could find himself on a contending team where they get him for next to nothing just because he want to move. So I don't know, or he could find himself somewhere like the Wizards. I mean,
that wouldn't be good.
But you putting yourself out there though, right? Like you making them move you, and so when you make the move, I don't know if he had like a no trade clause or what his situation is, but yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's still too soon to say. I think.
He was stupid.
Oh man.
No, man. I mean, the man is he's 35 years old, 22 games this year, and he's having, in his sense, a down year. This is the lowest points he's scored in a season since 2013, 2014 at 17.6 a game. His three-point shooting is a little down from the previous year.
Well, he's never been that though, right?
Yeah, he's never been a three-point shooter. I'm just looking at his percentages right now. But
I always looked at him as being a lock, right? The type of player that will defend. He was like one of the few defenders in the league at one time.
Physical guys, yeah.
Real good on defense, and not as good on offense. And then now his offensive game, I guess, surpassed his defensive game. But nonetheless, he a clutch player, man. And I think any team would love to have him.
So, quick note on this: Paul Pierce was on Speak, and he was saying that he believes that Pat Riley is destroying the Heat culture. And I'm like, wait, what? And his argument is, he says, Pat Riley ran Shaq out of town. My response is, well, Shaq didn't want to do what it took to stay in shape and maintain those rigid standards that Pat Riley had, which have consistently led to winning and high-level play as long as he's, been in leadership positions in the league. Then he says he ran LeBron out of town. My response to that is he didn't run LeBron out of town. LeBron left because Pat Riley wouldn't allow him to run the organization. Pat Riley runs the organization. Then he says he ran D Wade out of town. Now that one I might give you because he didn't want to give D Wade the money that D Wade had rightfully, I think, earned over, basically being the mayor of Wade County all those years. But again, Riley is trying to do what's best for the organization. He was probably saying like, D Wade, we love you, but you're not playing at the same level anymore. How can you, expect us to pay you that way? But And now he's saying he's running Jimmy Butler out of town. And he's Paul Pierce is saying that Pat Riley's my way or the highway type attitude doesn't work with today's players. But I think that type of attitude from leadership is precisely what today's players need. So that's just my thought on it.
Oh, man, it's big.
Yep.
Now, the question is, who's going to make that trade? That's going to be the question. Who's willing to make the trade for the 35-year-old?
I wouldn't. Shout out opinion stated in the chat. What's good, my brother?
Yo.
See you.
But no, man, that's all we got on that one. You ready to get started off on Joe Burrow?
Let's do it, man. Let's get right to these main topics, y'all. So first topic here is like we talked about, Joe Burrow, man. And the reason I brought this up, just watching, we all thought that about halfway through the season, we all felt like, and I think I can safely speak for the other guys here, that Cincinnati was dead in the water and that they were cooked. And this would be the year that even after a slow start, Cincinnati just couldn't make it back. But how wrong was I? Today, they have won their final game. We know they won in Pittsburgh last night, and now we're simply waiting to see if they can get lucky. And I believe that the Jets will beat Miami because Miami just can't win in cold weather at this time of year. I believe the Jets will beat them, and Aaron Rodgers will probably issue a final FU as a New York Jet. And then we also got to see if Kansas City, with their backups in, can pull off a win against the Broncos. If they do that, and that's a lot of ifs, the Jets will make the playoffs. And the reason I brought this up, the Bengals, thank you, sir. Yes, the Bengals. And the reason I brought this up is because throughout the year, we've all had a lot of MVP talk. It's been a major point of discussion throughout the NFL media. A lot of people say Josh Allen. A lot of people say Lamar Jackson. And in any other year, I'd say Lamar Jackson. But I'm saying this, and I'm on record saying it now. If the Bengals make it into the playoffs, Joe Burrow should be the MVP. That guy, what he has done this year. Now, remember, this is not most outstanding player. This is not offensive player of the year. This is most valuable.
Valuable, yes.
Valuable, right.
I would agree.
And so if they make it into the playoff, there can't be any player in the league more valuable than Joe Burrow this year. Looking at what this guy has done, it is absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. Like, he literally, I mean, don't get me wrong, having Jamar Chase, the Triple Crown winner, that sure helps a lot. But what he's done, man, I don't see how anybody is more valuable this year than Joe Burrow was.
I mean, not even just the numbers. You go, I mean, the numbers are the cream on the top. Mm-hmm. It's the way he had to crawl them out of a hole. Like, they were literally dead, and like we said, dead in the water. Like, we thought, man, it's over. Slow start. They couldn't get it done. The defense is just horrific. They're giving up 30 points, 40 points in games that Burrow was throwing for 35, 40, right? To have those numbers, along with the fact that you literally dug them out of a hole from a losing season, now you're going to end the season with a winning record at 9-8. That's where you show value, right? That's a huge value piece that the committee is going to have to consider, which I don't think that opportunity is coming. I think Kansas City is literally going to open the door for Denver. Like, we don't want Burrow in the playoffs. Go ahead and get your behinds in here.
Right,
We'd rather play the rookie versus Joe Burrow. But
yeah,
what he's done in the league this year when that team was dead in the water is just it's rare. It's rare that you've seen somebody do the relax like Aaron Rodgers at the end of the season. Aaron Rodgers did his at the beginning of the season when we started off, I believe, 1-4, and we went on a run. These guys were literally dead in the water, not making the playoffs, and now have that potential to make it. So I think it'll be. I think I like that. I like that. Joe Burrow should definitely be in conversation.
Mm-hmm.
G,
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Right now I got too many losses. Right. Too many losses to be the MVP. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Wow. So okay.
Lamar also has a lot of losses to make MVP, but so you saying Josh Allen should be MVP?
I don't think it's ever been done, right? With that many losses. So he'd be the first. I
think the most is like 5.
Yeah. So what we talking about here? It's been done before.
I do understand what you're saying about the losses, but to me,
no. But we making these assumptions of Joe Burrow based off if he get into the playoffs, and right now they outside looking in.
Yeah.
And so I get what you're saying. And until we cross that road, it's water on the bridge.
Well, fair enough. I mean,
Joe Burrow definitely,
as we're going into this final game of the season, is
he carried the Bengals, but the Bengals are bad still, even with superhero. But he wouldn't be able to do it without other players as well. So
of course,
so that's a no-brainer.
Nobody would.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, like, to the level that he has played, like, it's not like he had a good season and everybody just came together and stepped up. And no. This dude's been playing out of his mind. What does he have? 7-8 games over 300 passing yards, 2 or 3 over 400. Like, he's going insane out here. And again, almost 5,000 yards passing. He's not getting any help in the run game.
7 300-yard games.
7, thank you. And then 2 400-yard games, I believe.
Correct.
So right. So he's doing all this. He's not getting a whole lot of help in the run game. And then he's just, he's bombing it all over the place. Was he first or second in touchdown passes, I think? Where was that? Matter of fact, I got it here.
I mean, he has 43. I think he's first.
Yeah, so he's first in touchdown passes. Now, he could get past today. I think Baker's got 39 or 40. He could get past today. But the point is, he's right there. These are the type of, I mean, I don't know. And it's not to say there's not other viable candidates. Obviously, Lamar, obviously, Josh Allen. But I don't know, man. Like I said, if they get in and I had a vote, I would vote for Joe Burrow because, again, it's most valuable, not even necessarily.
I watched it was a couple years ago. I went to a Bengals Ravens game, and this one, I think Joe Burrow was just on fire, man.
Yeah, cooking.
Man, he put the Ravens away like the first half, bro. Like I was just sitting there like they don't have a clue. That's when he had a running game and he had a defense. And so he definitely has been a dog since he's been in the league. But no, too many losses.
but no.
I hear you.
Too many losses, bro. Too many.
Hey, that's funny.
Yeah.
And quick note, it's funny that the Bengals defense is this bad, but they have the league sack leader.
17 and a half.
17 and a half, yeah. So, I don't know.
I sent you that last night. I'm like, they lead the league in 3 categories.
That's crazy,
And barely about to make the playoffs.
Freaking went nuts,
Triple Crown winner. Will be the Triple Crown winner.
They better
and now Joe advocating, hey, y'all better sign T2. I need both.
You know what he's gonna have to do for that? He's gonna have to walk in there to the GM and say, all right, let's restructure my deal to make this happen.
Yeah.
Not take a pay cut, but move the money around.
Move the money around.
Yeah.
More upfront money and put the money on the books for them.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's teams that do it. Philly got a bunch of guys making money. They make it happen. There's teams that can do it. It's just, do you have the creative cap guys, and do you have an owner that maybe wants to pay some more out in bonuses or restructure the way the money goes out? That's all. But let's not do this. You got an opportunity to really keep a dynamic team together. The key is going to be how do you improve that defense going into next season? Do you get a new defensive coordinator? Do you look for a little more defensive talent? Like maybe you get another really good, not necessarily elite, but really good edge rusher on the other side to take even more pressure off Hendrickson. Now you got 2. I don't know.
Rumblings of Myles Garrett might want to leave. Nick Bosa, rumblings that he might want to leave.
But if I'm freaking Cleveland, there's no way I let Myles Garrett go. And what do I look like, the Giants? Am I going to let him leave Cleveland and go to Cincinnati? Like, that would be terrible.
Would be terrible if Myles be like, I'm not coming back.
He's a free agent?
Can you say? Yeah, I think he's a free agent.
Oh, you got to figure that out, then.
I want to say this is last year. That's why he was on the trade block.
Try to pay that man.
At least let me look at it. This is last year.
Yeah, he might be going. He might be going, Chief, for real. You might be right. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like with what we've seen Joe Burrow do, there's no way the Bengals are even in this position without him going crazy. So those are my thoughts on that.
Were they 9-8?
Yes.
One game over 500, too many losses. Mm-hmm. It's not MVP worthy. You didn't lead your team to, like, if they was like 15-1, like, okay. Like, if you look at like the Chiefs,
15-1.
You look at the Chiefs. Look at the Chiefs and what they was able to do with like no Pro Bowlers, right? No Pro Bowlers on defense or offense. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
But to me, that's kind of weird because we're playing two sides of the coin.
Yeah,
we just said Patrick Mahomes is 15-1.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to go by records and numbers, then Patrick Mahomes should be MVP. But if you want to talk about most valuable, then the wins and losses shouldn't matter.
We're not talking about quarterback play, though. That's what I'm saying. The record means something. The record has to mean something, bro.
So that means Josh Allen is MVP.
If he has those stats and the record to prove it, MVP. He doesn't.
So Josh Allen.
Joe Burrow. We talking about Joe Burrow.
So you're advocating for Josh Allen at this point.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you the difference between Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
You brought
and the
Josh
numbers
into this conversation.
So the record and the numbers. So Josh Allen got the numbers, and he also has the record.
Yeah.
What numbers do he have?
That's why he brought Josh Allen.
He doesn't have Joe Burrow numbers.
No. But his numbers.
But his rivals Lamar Jackson.
That's what I'm saying. You're making this based off of the stats that Joe Burrow has right now, in which he's leading the league and everything. But his team is 1 game over 500, right? But then there's other quarterbacks with similar stats, but not as high as Joe Burrow's. There we go. Not as high as Joe Burrow's.
I didn't do it.
You guys are advocating and saying, well, maybe he should be the MVP because he has the record and he has some decent stats. I'm saying
it's not. Sorry.
It's about, to me, it's about watching it. It's watching the games. It's like we're not going out on a limb and saying, okay, man, this was a bad game by Joe Burrow. Another bad game by Joe Burrow. Another bad game by Joe Burrow. The man is literally putting up 30, 40 plus a game, and he's losing games off his defense, right? I mean, I can't really fault a quarterback for that, but he's still putting up great numbers, and he's still trying to keep the fight, stay competitive in the game. And then you turn around and you go on a 5-game win streak to potentially make the playoffs. Like I said, this is all based on if. I mean, he has to make the playoffs for him to get MVP. Right, but for him to go, what's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games back to back with 3+ touchdowns and literally carry his team into that opportunity to make the playoffs, and then they make the playoffs. I mean, that's one hell of a comeback story, bro. Yeah, that's one hell of a comeback story.
Yeah.
So Tyler says, what's up, Tyler? Ravens played the top strength of schedule and best strength of victory. Allen's strength of victory is 31st.
They don't care about that.
No. I don't really like the strength of victory metric. I just looked it up because it takes into account. Let me read this. It says National Football League, the strength of victory is the combined record of all teams that were beaten in the schedule. Yeah. Strength of victory metric is misleading because you can't control what the teams you play against are doing. You can't control whether or not guys get injured on those other teams. You can't control whether or not they were supposed to be good and turned out to be bad, So like that's a metric I'm not really a big proponent of. But
the committee, I mean, the voters don't.
Oh, that's another good one.
They announced that a long time ago.
He lost to every other MVP candidate. Joe Burrow.
His defense got cooked by every other.
Yeah, it's not like he laid down all those games. For instance,
he lost by 1 against y'all, 34 points.
They had a shootout against us, right? when they played the Ravens, him and Lamar went blow for blow, toe to toe, right? So I know what this is, G. I know what this is. I know Lamar is the guy, and you want him to be MVP, and that's fine. But I don't think it's ridiculous, and I don't think you could boil it down to just too many losses for him to be MVP. Nah, because he's had an incredible year all year, and again, we're forgetting the valuable piece because at the end of the day, they're not even in contention without what this dude did. Valuable.
Sir, he's in an offense where he has two of the best receivers in the freaking league. And he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He's going to have numbers.
But okay, so you can say the same thing for Lamar. Lamar got one of the best running backs in the league.
Really playing anybody, and he's still losing, bro. And we pinning it on his defense, but when the shoe's on the other foot, it's like, well, why hasn't Lamar put up more offense? Why hasn't Joe Burrow put up more offense?
Who said why hasn't Lamar put up more offense?
When we lose and the defense, the offense don't get it done, that's the question, as I said.
Are you talking about in the playoffs where Lamar puts up pedestrian numbers?
All that, yep. I know what this is, bro.
So let me say,
I got one for you, though. I got one even better for you.
Let me finish this one here.
This is, man.
Against Baltimore,
who's not in the playoffs. He's not in the playoffs, but now y'all want to give him this magical trophy to say, you know what? How about
it's an if though?
It's a appreciation award. That's what it is for him.
No, it's MVP.
It would be an appreciation award. Thank you for playing so hard this year, but you don't get to go to the playoffs.
Nobody wants to give it.
That's the very first thing.
I didn't mention Lamar. You know what? I did mention Lamar one time. I did. No. But you guys said him way more than me. Y'all, you said more times than me, and you stopped wearing your Green Bay shit on Sunday. That's weird. It's freaking me out. I don't know if you
because it's right there in the back.
I don't know what's going on over there, bro. But y'all took that last loss. That's the last time I see you. Gold pack gold, your cheesehead.
Well, no, I'm not gonna point fingers. That's because you ain't on the show enough to see it. So
you all right? I watched the show, bro. You wasn't there Wednesday with it on.
I be throwing the Green Bay hat on. I was having it on last week.
Either, bro. Doing the pick'em. I was there.
You wasn't there for the pick'em.
I watched the pick'em, bro.
You watched the pick'em. You wasn't there for the pick'em.
You getting beyond the point. You ain't had your Green Bay shit on. I want to know is everything all right.
I don't wear it every day. I just want
to know. I mean, yeah, you took 1 week off.
Oh man.
Out of 17 weeks.
Go watch the shows. Go watch the shows. Go watch the shows. Because matter of fact, I switched it on. I had it on Monday. The Monday when we did the rundown. Watch the shows. What's up? I think the context of Burrow's.
Yeah, I was looking up this NFL team defense thing. So the Ravens actually moved up to number 14, Tyler. They're number 14 in total defense now. So that's what I was thinking, because I was like, there's no way that you can have the number one rush defense the entire year and finish last in defense. So they're right in the middle of the pack, and they've improved a lot maybe in the last 5-6 weeks. But they started off badly, getting torched in the passing game. But yeah, number 14 overall, entering week 17, I should say. So there's that. Yeah, rush defense, number 1. Maybe you're looking at scoring defense. Let's see, not even that. Number 13 in scoring defense. This is the Ravens. Number 11 in red zone defense. I'm just running through here.
We talking about Joe Burrow?
Number 20 in third down defense. No, he's talking about the Ravens because Tyler is saying that Lamar played
the Joe Burrow session like this. Man.
No, because Tyler said that the Ravens that Lamar played with the number 32 defense all year, and I'm like, yeah, not quite. So I just went to look it up.
I mean, we was the most penalized team in the league.
Yeah, but we're not.
That being something.
All right, but the point is this: as I said, if Cincinnati makes the playoffs, then my vote would be for Joe Burrow for MVP, because what he did was ridiculous. But we can, you know what? Let's do this. Let's open up the phone lines. Let's take a couple right quick, and let's see what the chat has to say about it. All right, y'all know what time it is. Dial the number, man. Yeah, this should be interesting. We'll take 2 calls on this, and then we'll go right on to the next topic.
I like it, man. I didn't even think about it like that.
What's that?
Like the idea of, if he was to make it, shit, that should definitely catapult him in an MVP conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
Folks love a story that come from behind story. That's big.
Tyler, I see the number 30 pass defense. I don't see number 32. I'm on Fox Sports right now, but yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Pass. He said total defense.
Oh, here we go. Let's go. Bruce, what up, man? Good morning.
Man, hey, you love
logging off.
Boy? Let it go early in the morning, boy. I swear with this Lamar stuff, boy, you killing me, man. You killing me.
Well, listen,
first of all, good morning, man.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Boy, what you just said, boy, that bullshit you just threw was absolute blasphemy, boy, on your damn platform, bro. Seriously, Bruce. Seriously, man. You spammed Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson for MVP, bro.
And Josh Allen, because Josh Allen is the MVP right now. But go ahead.
No, I'm just talking about on this subject. You seriously, Bruce? You serious, Bruce?
Yes, I said if the Bengals make the playoffs, then Joe Burrow is the most valuable player this season.
Absolutely nice. Too many losses.
Did y'all get together and prep this, G? Did y'all prep this segment
No,
together?
I just want to know, how can you be the MVP when you need help from other teams to get into the playoffs?
Because they wouldn't even be in this position if Joe Burrow hadn't gone absolutely nuclear all year. That's why. But go ahead, Bruce.
First player in NFL history, 4,000 yards, 800 rushing yards, highest passer rating ever, man. Stop
not
it,
ever,
Bruce.
but not ever.
Why do we not? Okay, go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you, bro.
Second time ever. Stop that, Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth.
And listen, Bruce, you my man. I truly believe that you all about soul brother number one, and I believe you love your own kind, and you're a true African American, and you love black race, but you love putting no white boys in front of mine.
You breaking up a lot. You're breaking up, man. You're in a bad spot.
Hold on. Oh, God. You hear me now?
I can hear you.
I say you love putting no white boys in front of Lamar, don't you, boy?
No, I don't even consider that. That doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm not trying to say this to insult you, brother.
No, I got you.
I'm just saying, just a couple weeks ago, you were saying Josh Allen was MVP. Now you're saying Joe Burrow. You're doing too much flip-flopping to be a Raven.
Wait. Hold on. Let's back up real quick. Thank you, Chief. I appreciate it. So let's back up real quick. So throughout the course of a season, I'm supposed to decide on the MVP at the beginning of the season and stick with that all year, like y'all did, right? That's not quite how this works.
But you also forgot Ravens started 0-2.
Right, no question.
You won last 12 over 15. That don't count for nothing?
Of course it does. Nah, David, listen, first of all, I'm not sure how me saying that if I had a vote, I would give Joe Burrow the vote. Again, caveat that they make the playoffs. I don't know how that is. That's me taking a shot at Lamar. That doesn't have anything to do with Lamar, how I feel about Lamar, what Lamar has done this year. Absolutely incredible season. So like that, I don't know what that has to do with anything. And goddamn, Tyler, when are y'all gonna let go of this? They told Lamar to go be a wide receiver. How long y'all gonna hold on to that? Jesus Christ.
Years ago.
My man won 2 freaking MVPs already.
Until he retired, bro.
Retired.
Why does it matter, though? I don't get. Why does it matter?
Because everybody who said that nonsense has publicly been rebuked and has publicly come out and said they were wrong.
Let me tell you
that's that.
Because there was a time where athletes couldn't play certain positions. That's
not that time
now. It's a stain on the NFL. And
that's fine, but that's not that time.
How many black quarterbacks we have now?
As long as mainstream media say, we're not counting how many should have been.
So why does that matter now?
You cannot go back. I understand.
That doesn't matter.
Narrative.
But you can't go back and change it. And Lamar has destroyed that narrative. So what's the problem?
Two-time MVP.
There's nobody still. There's nobody. No. There's nobody still holding on to that. Lamar has completely
stuff, and we're gonna hear a lot of it on media.
Good morning, Laker Nation.
You know that. We're gonna hear a lot of it during media day. You know we're gonna hear a lot of ridiculous stuff during media day. Maybe they let it go, maybe they didn't. However,
ridiculous stuff like what?
People don't forget. People don't forget, bro.
Gee, what I'm trying to say is Lamar has clearly destroyed those narratives, right? Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson before he got in trouble. Is numerous black quarterbacks out here doing work. That narrative is dead. There's no reason to further hold on to it. That's done.
How long do you think it's been dead?
We're going to see the first two quarterbacks arguably this year.
How long do you think it's been dead?
When Lamar won his first MVP?
Not even the point, because
last year
he
wasn't even quarterbacky enough. Remember?
You know what? You know what? Look,
I'm just saying. You're asking me like
y'all bugging me out, holding on to this thing like forever, man. Let it go.
It's weird though, for real though. It's weird.
What do you mean when you say holding on? Bro? Hold on, Bruce. Hold on, Bruce. What do you mean when you say you holding on to something when it constantly happens? Like, what do you mean?
Okay. Constantly happens. Lamar was the last time we heard this type of rhetoric. That's the last time. And how long has he been in the league? 8 years now? So, okay, cool. So that's
came in the league. He wanted to play wide receiver. Last year, he wasn't quarterbacky enough.
God damb. Who said he wasn't quarterbacky enough last year? Who said that? You're saying that. Who said that? Who?
You don't know? You don't remember? It was some media person that was like, she caught a lot of flack last year.
Somebody find that and send it to me. Somebody find it and send it.
Yeah, she was like, he's not quarterbacky enough for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and
cool.
that caused a big, because it was a microaggression, so it caused a lot. Cool. You know what I mean? People who look and understand and see, when people say certain stuff, they can understand it. Those who don't, they be like, oh yeah, won't y'all just let it go, let it ride? We just don't want to hear it again, bro. You know
okay, so listen, hold on. Okay. So hold on. So let's say it this way, right? And I'm a proponent of history, so I understand all this stuff across multiple historical disciplines. But regardless, let's say this. So whoever it was said that last year. Cool. I'm going to concede that to y'all. Whoever it was said that, ignorant comment. What does it matter? He is destroying the freaking league from the pocket, outside the pocket, running, throwing, setting record after record after record. So she's the one out there looking freaking dumb. She's the one out there. She want to say it's not quarterbacky enough for me. Well, guess what? He's throwing the ball and throwing it right through her and throwing a touchdown. So why are you hanging on to this if he is destroying everything in sight as a quarterback? Let that BS go. Y'all want to hold on to it for what reason? I do not know.
I'm gonna tell you,
it's ridiculous.
When it comes to athletes,
the 80s NBA, Bruce.
What's
that's
up?
the way we're gonna handle what they said about Lamar.
Say again.
Just like you hold on to the golden years of the NBA, and then we gonna hold on to what they said about Lamar coming out the draft.
So that's a bad analogy. And the reason why, hold on. No. The reason why that's a terrible analogy, Bruce, and I'm gonna let you go after this. It's a terrible analogy because I referenced the previous eras of the NBA because we see, not my opinion, we see that the current NBA product is inferior. Again, not my opinion. The NBA world is telling you that and demonstrating it to you. Right now, when Lamar said, when it was said about when those ignorant things were said about Lamar coming out, cool. But Lamar has elevated his play possibly to a level we have never seen before. Right. Once he starts winning chips, nobody can say anything. And really, nobody can say anything now. But once he starts winning chips, it's going to be really bad for all those fools who was talking that. So that's why I'm saying it's not even a thing, because he has completely and utterly demolished, destroyed, dismantled those ridiculous narratives. That's why I don't even stress him, and I don't give two squirts of monkey piss about that. That's going to go. That's going to go. I don't care, because that, you know what I'm saying? He's destroyed all of that. That's why.
I got it. Ask her one more. I heard you say something. I know I'm gonna get this last little piece off. You said now the strength of victory don't mean nothing to you. Why, Bruce?
Oh, I just explained it. The strength of victory metric is weird to me because as a team, you cannot control the injuries that happen to the opposition that you play. You can't control the fact that you might have played a team that was 13-4 last year, but ended up 4-13 this year. Like, you can't control that. So to punish a team by saying, well, they had a low strength of victory, they might have had a good schedule, because remember in the NFL, right? They do it like if you're a really good team this year, you get a really hard schedule next year. So even though they give me a really hard schedule for next year, I still can't control what happens to those other teams that I play. That's why strength of victory metric is not really a consideration for me.
The voters stopped using it a while ago, some years ago.
It's a bad metric because it's not controllable.
Only thing I don't like, Bruce, every time you praise Lamar Jackson, you always say "but" after it. You'll say something, but
I didn't say
Joe
but.
Burrow, you know what I'm saying? You'll be like, okay, Lamar Jackson had a hell of a year, But you say, but Joe Burrow, boy, he climbed Cincinnati out of the hole. But we was in the hole too.
Not like Cincinnati was. Come on, bro. Real talk. Take your Raven goggles off for a second.
I think it's just the type of quarterback that Lamar is, right?
No.
No, for real. Because I think Bruce, I've been knowing for a long time, he prefers a pocket passer for a quarterback versus a mobile quarterback. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's not what it's about.
Ask him who in his top 5. He ain't got one mobile quarterback in his top 5, bro. Not one.
Is that true, Bruce?
So I know
if you got Pat in there, Pat is
going to the order. It's like Brady, Manning, what's his name? Mahomes about to go in if he win this year. Brady, Manning, Marino, Favre. I can't remember who my 5th was. She might be right. But for that era, Favre was considered a mobile quarterback. So
I'm gonna get off.
You could. Yeah, go ahead.
Get off for this last piece. If Lamar captures the ring this year, are you gonna move him up in your top 5, or he still got a ways to go?
No, not top 5 all time yet. 2 rings to get that. But I mean, top 7, top 8, yeah, absolutely. But 2 rings to get top 5 easy, huh?
Brett Favre don't have 2 rings.
No, he doesn't. But he retired with the records, though.
But what?
But he retired with the records, though. He was the all-time leading passer when he retired, and all-time leading touchdown thrower. So,
and he got more MVPs.
That's why he was up there for me. But no, okay. I mean, listen, y'all got to stop taking this as I'm taking shots at Lamar because I don't put him where y'all want me to put him. That's not the case.
If you bleed purple,
say again.
You want to be on the whole squad.
But no, that doesn't mean I can't be objective. That doesn't mean I can't be objective. That's not how I work. Right. That's not how I roll. You know that.
All right, you're right, bro.
Yeah, I criticize the Celtics all the time. Y'all know that. They make me sick, but I love them. But I will criticize them if need be. You know, so.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. Great call to start it off, man. Woo, he got me warm in here, man.
I had to sit back and listen up. Whoa.
Hey, Bruce, you know how we do, bro.
I know how we do, brother.
You know I'm gonna bring it to you. You know,
no doubt. I like that, Laker Nation. I'm gonna schedule with you and G to set up that thing since we got the Ravens and Steelers this week. I want to see if we can make that happen.
All right, no, I'd rather AFC Championship.
You really? All right, we'll talk about it offline.
All right, brother.
Thanks for the call.
All right.
What if you don't get that? Then there's gonna be no show. That's what I'm saying.
No, stop, man. Stop. No, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But what if you don't get there?
Go and get there, man.
What if the Steelers knock you out in the first round?
No, that's not gonna happen. They're gonna get there.
Boy, I'll be running the show by myself if that happened, Chad.
You already know you'll be running.
I'll be running the show by myself. I'll be up here lonely.
I'll be like, I uploaded the thumbnails. I got the B-roll. I won't be there, brother.
Zico all of a sudden, he ain't got orders to overseas somewhere. Bruce ain't coming. Bruce ain't even turning on the camera.
No, I'd have to be there because Edward Jackson gonna be there, so I had to stand in like a man.
Oh, my brother is gonna give you hell. Him.
You already know.
I'm pretty sure Nino coming back. Steve, boy, yeah. Listen.
For sure. All right, y'all. That was a great first topic. Man, got me warmed up, ready to rock and roll. All right, let's take it to the next one.
4 hours.
Nah, we ain't got 4 hours, man. I ain't got that today.
Oh, we're gonna have to Euro step that LeBron conversation real quick.
Yeah, no, this is not gonna be crazy. All right, y'all. So here's the deal. This actually came across my timelines. I was looking it up. I don't know why they brought it back. I don't know if Shannon made some recent comments regarding this, but Basically, it has to do with, and I thought this was interesting, and I'll tell you why in a minute. It has to do with Michael Jordan's leadership style, right? So we obviously know Michael Jordan was perceived as one of the toughest leaders, maybe in NBA history as a team leader. And, you know, a lot of the Michael Jordan detractors or, you know, LeBron fans point to, oh, Michael Jordan hit a teammate. Like, if you know, every time Colin Cowherd refers to Michael Jordan, he talks about how he punched a teammate. Jason McIntyre does it too. I know a certain other guy in the chat who calls Michael Jordan a terrible human being, so on and so forth, right? So it's interesting that this topic happened to come up. I don't know if my phone is listening to me talking or what. They're always listening. But the point is, it came across my timeline. Shannon Sharpe talking about Michael Jordan and his leadership style. And the reason that I thought it was interesting, because all three of us are leaders, right? All three of us are non-commissioned officers in the military. We've all had, you know, the training in terms of what it takes to lead troops and, you know, how you have to deal with different people. And, you know, I think we're also all aware to some extent that maybe you can't lead everybody in the exact same way. You know, maybe this guy needs to be coddled and this guy really needs a boot in his butt. You know what I'm saying? Different people need different type of leadership techniques. And so that really stuck out to me. And I wanted to get you guys' takes on this. So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to start with, where's my clip? There we go. Shannon Sharpe. And the comments made here were actually from 2020 when The Last Dance came out. And they were talking about how you know, tough Michael Jordan was as a leader during that show. And so I guess they ended up making a topic out of it when Shannon was still on Undisputed with Skip Bayless. So here are Shannon Sharpe's initial comments on this Michael Jordan's leadership style. And when we get back, I'll let you guys go ahead and kick it off, and we'll discuss this a little bit.
You know, Jenny, this is something that's very hard to quantify, because normally what people say is that anytime you win, you're the best. Whoever the top dog is, they're the better leader than the top dog of the team that lost. But Michael Jordan said something very interesting at the end of segment 7. He says, if you have a problem with my leadership style, it's probably because you never won anything. But I have something here, Skip, you can't see it. It's about 22 inches tall, and it weighs about 7 pounds. And they normally hand these out to the winning team at the end of the season. Only the last team standing. Now, I have 3 of those. I also have something else. You can't see that, but the people at home, they can see it. So in other words, I feel like I'm very qualified to chime in on this because I have won something. And so for me, LeBron James style would work better for me than Michael Jordan style, because I am an alpha male. And Michael being an alpha, I'm being an alpha, we're going to butt heads. Now, Charles Barkley said something interesting, I think it was a day ago or 2 days ago on the Dan Patrick. He said Mike knew what he was doing, picking on Scotty Burrell and the smallest guy on the roster, Steve Kerr. Now, everybody gonna say that's why Charles never won anything, but they never said a word when Charles said Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. They didn't say, well, Charles didn't win anything. How does he know what he's talking about? You chimed in, oh, yeah, look at Charles. And we all know Charles was a great player. Udonis Haslem also said, you know, Mike the greatest, but he called me a B or the H. Me and him gonna have to square up. And that's what most alpha males are going to do. Skip, LeBron's style would work best for me. And another thing, Skip, we gotta be careful. And I want people at home, I want you to understand, you gotta be careful. Because someone is in a position of authority, because someone is better at something than you, they have earned the right to talk to you less than. This is the way I operate, Skip. I call it like I see it. Fair is fair, wrong is wrong. When I was at Savannah State, Skip, I was the captain for 3 years. And anytime there was something that went on with the team, Coach Davis, who's the head coach, Brick McNeil, the offensive coordinator, and Joe Crosby, they didn't go to the coach's office. Guess where they came to discuss it? They came to Shannon Sharpe's room. You know why? Because everybody knew they was going to get a fair chance. Everybody knew I was going to call it right down the middle. I'm the best player, but I'm going to treat you the same, whether you're the second or third best player or you're the 28th, 29th best player. Fair is fair, right is right, wrong is wrong. And that's the way I was, Skip. Michael Jordan did this to people, Skip, like I said. For me, where was Michael Jordan the first 20 years of my life when I was having to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, when I was having to feed chickens, slop hogs, when I was going out into the woods with no running water, no indoor plumbing? Where was Michael Jordan to motivate me then? He was nowhere around. When my grandmother was sending me $5 a month at Savannah State, where was Michael Jordan to motivate me then? Now I'm making to the ultimate. I get to the dance, and now you're going to tell me how I need to dance and what songs I need to dance to. Nah, bruh. I'm going to do my part. You do your part. But when you start disrespecting me, Skip, like I said, I love Michael. The fighting is not about because I dislike him. Fighting is because the game I respect. So for me, LeBron James style would have worked best for me because I'm an alpha and me and Mike's going to butt heads. Because if you think you can call me out of my name, that's not going to happen. I won't let you say anything to me Mary Porter didn't say to me. And she never called me those names. So Michael and I would have had a problem.
All right. I think I started. Who did I start with last time?
Started with me, I believe. I think it's G.
Okay, so G, man, your thoughts on what Shannon Sharp had to say there?
That was a bit much. He talked about leadership styles. He talked about a lot of stuff, right? He definitely waved the flag, the LeBron flag. I think that was pretty much the whole thing. That was an older take, though, right? He was talking to Skip. That's when Skip was having the conversation. All right, so this is an extremely old video of him talking about leadership styles and how Mike leadership style wouldn't agree with him because he's an alpha male, and they in the beginning he was talking about how they both compare, right, as being tier 1 and or alpha males.
In the video clip he held up
wasn't even close.
Three Lombardis and he showed his Hall of Fame bust.
Yeah, not even close. Not even close.
Well, no, he's not.
I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to gain attention. And
he earned the right to say something.
Yeah, right. He was trying to gain validation. There's so many different types of leaders, bro. Like, do you have those 6 rings without that Michael Jordan there?
No,
you don't have those rings, and you don't break those records, and you don't. Yeah, it just doesn't happen without that type of person. That's just it. I mean, and this leads into like a really, really good segment too, right? Because now he's comparing the leadership style between LeBron and Mike, right? Not the player, but the leadership style.
Yes.
And he's saying that, because LeBron is a certain type of leader, I'm okay with winning 4 and losing 6, right? Versus the leadership style of Mike, where he's just, he's 6-6 when it comes to rings. And so I don't know. I think it's an interesting take. A little dated, but
right. Yeah, that was the most recent clip I could find regarding.
Yeah, it's Shannon Sharp, man. Like, at the end of the day, if you win 1, that's more than like at least 75% of the players that played the game. So,
right.
To win 6 and still punch people in the face, right? And gamble, bro, right? And gamble, right? Not to take nothing from Mike, but. Right. He gambled. He had a gambling problem. That's probably why he had to step off. But that's
why he got suspended.
Why he stepped away.
No, why
real quick before Transformer goes. Hey, I see you guys in the chat. Number one, man, I appreciate all y'all being here on this Sunday morning. I appreciate your interaction. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. And if you're enjoying the content, consider joining the channel. So we definitely appreciate all y'all being here. Back to your previously scheduled programming. Transformer, go to it. Were you done? I'm sorry.
I would definitely suplex the shit out of Michael Jordan if he swung on me and called me a bitch. Though that's just how it goes, right? Like,
agreed. Yeah, I've seen you go off.
And that was the perfect segue for my conversation.
I'm saying it in
me and Mike would have had a tough outing in Chicago, boy. Listen, I'm not finna talk about my life, but I will talk about my attitude. You ain't finna talk to me sideways, bro. You ain't finna swing at me. You swing at me, bro. We rumbling. We rumbling every day until I get my get back, bro. Like it would have been some like if I'm Steve Kerr, bro. I couldn't see Jordan on the same court. we got practice. Okay, with Jordan to practice at 2, I practice at 4, or vice versa. Yeah, I couldn't see you.
Or we gonna go at it again.
We gonna go at it. Like we're gonna fight every practice. Now we could after we rumble. All right, cool. What's the next drill? Because you know what I'm saying. I got my warm up out the way. But anyway, if you watch a lot of Shannon Sharp's podcasting or shows, He's always showed that type of attitude towards anybody that had that type of interaction with said player, right? Not just Michael Jordan, but even when he sees, rumblings on sidelines and videos of NFL games and stuff like that, Shannon comes out right up top. Oh, you're not going to disrespect me, right? So that just speaks to who Shannon Sharpe is as a person, his type of personality on what he's referring to in this Michael Jordan, LeBron James situation. As we know, LeBron James isn't nowhere near that type of egomaniac that Michael Jordan was when it comes to attitude. Let me finish, bro. Damn. When it comes to attitude, Jesus Christ. Didn't even let me finish. What? Egomaniac. Yes. Egomaniac when it comes to attitude, right? Okay. As we know, Michael Jordan, man, hothead. Him and Kobe, very, very similar. They say it's a carbon copy of Michael Jordan because of that attitude, that fierce force. Like, I'm gonna talk to you sideways because I want you to be better than I am. Bron is the flip opposite, right? He's team friendly, more buddy. The boy got a handshake for everybody on every team, no matter if you on the first end of the first seat on the bench or the last seat on the bench. That's the type of player LeBron James is. But like from that mentality of like how you talking to me, me being in the military, me and you could be on the same rank, right? And you elevate to that next rank, right? Yes, you have positional authority, but you also still better hold that same respect level. Like, don't come in the barracks talking sideways and cursing at me and stuff like that. Blase. Whoa, bro. You may outrank me, but you don't outrank me as a man, right? There's a certain way you talk to people or talk to certain people from a man's perspective. Don't come in here talking sideways just because you won something. Bro, I'll still slap the shit out of you. Not me to start cursing, but I'm gonna slap the fire out of you. Like, don't talk to me sideways because now you're disrespecting me as a man, right? And certain people grew up in a different way in order to respect that. This era, Michael Jordan he would have no teammates in this era.
Okay.
No teammates in this era because the model of the young dudes now, I'm in the sense of saying they soft, but they couldn't even take that. They wouldn't be able to take that type of fierce attitude, that fierce competitiveness that Michael Jordan showed back in the 90s, that even Kobe showed in the 2000s. You know what I mean? Kobe had to in somewhat dull it down towards the end of his career, right? Because he realized, okay, look at this new era. They're a little different. They don't come up. They ain't cut from the same cloth as we were coming up in the 90s, coming up in the 80s and stuff like that. It's a little bit more pacified, better as a lack of better words than it was back then, man. But I get where Shannon's coming from. But if you watch Shannon, you watch his shows. Me personally, I've been watching Shannon for like 7-8 years. Every conversation like this is his exact response. So I'm not shocked that he would say something about Michael Jordan in that sense, or even want to pick LeBron to be his teammate versus Jordan based off of his actions beyond the sport of basketball.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, cool. So I'm seeing this a couple of ways, right? So one, the comparison between Michael Jordan and LeBron as a leader. I'm taking Michael Jordan all day, every day. One, because his psychomaniacal nature, right? His need to win and be the best at everything drives the rest of his team and his teammates, right? And we saw that. We saw the end results. That's what Snead said. The championship outcomes change everything, right? So we saw that. We also know for a fact that Michael Jordan, and no teammate he has will ever tell you that Michael Jordan, whether in game, out of game, practice, whatever, will tell someone to do something and him not leading from the front, right? So we all know as non-commissioned officers in this man's military, well, I'm obviously out, but you guys are still doing it. We all know that if you tell a troop to do something, you got to be willing to do it yourself or have done it. You got to lead from the front. Bron don't do that. We know Michael Jordan did that. Every teammate he ever has spoken to that, right? Next, we always hear about the whole, Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr. Why is Shannon Sharpe, who played and for the most part, is one of the more dominant players in the most alpha male, testosterone-driven sport, acting like he doesn't know how many teammate and locker room fights happen? Why is he acting like he doesn't know that? I would assume there's even way more in football than there are in basketball. Everybody who intimately covers sports always talks about it. Now, they don't say names but they'll tell you, man, I can't tell you the amount of fights I've heard about or seen in the locker room, or in practice. Dudes fight all the time, inter-team, between teams, what have you. It's not any abnormal thing. When that much testosterone is flowing, it is what it is, right? Now, to the point that he made that Michael Jordan couldn't talk to him that way. No, Mike couldn't talk to him that way. But here's the thing. Do you think Michael Jordan is talking that way to someone that he doesn't need to? He would see how Shannon works. He would see how Shannon prepares. He would see how Shannon goes out and plays, and he knows, well, I don't need to be like that with this guy, right? Now, we would compete, but he wouldn't need to be that way with Shannon. And that later in the clip, that's something that Skip Bayless actually said. He says, to the point, we know your greatness. We know how hard you work. We know how driven you are. So Michael Jordan would not need to approach you in that fashion. So where he feels he needs to approach people that way, that's when he does it. Now, going over to the LeBron piece, another reason why I would always rather take Michael Jordan. Yeah, it's cool. It might be disrespectful and you cursing and whatnot. Not cool, but it might be disrespectful. But at least I know where you're coming from instead of you tweeting some passive aggressive crap without my name on it. And next thing I know, you up there in the front office trying to get me traded, right? At least if you tell me in practice, yo, Bruce, you practicing like a bee. You an MFer. Get out there and work harder. I'll bust your A. And this, that, and the third, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just censoring myself. But, if all that's happening in practice, I know exactly where you stand, right? Not you give me some 5,000 move, elaborate, stupid handshake, right? And then you don't like what I'm doing and you go get me traded and you never said anything to me as a so-called leader. Nah, I don't rock with that. So, yeah, I'm definitely taking MJ 1,000 times out of 1,000 as a leader over LeBron James. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning of this segment, do we know for a fact that as leaders, you can't lead everyone the same way? Yeah, probably. And I'm not saying Michael Jordan was the perfect leader. I'm saying I would prefer his leadership style over that of LeBron James. And so the fact of Shannon saying, well, me and Mike would bump heads. No, you wouldn't, because Mike would know he doesn't need to bump heads with you. See what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of where the difference is. Thoughts?
I mean, pause. You take it how you take it, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only go by my attitude and my thought process of how I want people to talk to me. Because I tell my kids this. I'm like, hey, no matter where you're at in life, nobody makes enough money. Nobody has enough position of power to ever take away your manhood. Never take away the fact that you are to be respected until you lose said respect, right? Nobody's to ever talk to you sideways, right? Like, unless you're doing something sideways, right? You going right here and you being a douchebag to everybody, and then somebody talk like, all right, baby, you being a douchebag to somebody. But come on here, you doing your job, and for some odd reason somebody coming here yelling at you. No, stand up, because at that point they're disrespecting you as a person, a man, woman, whatever the case may be. Hey, stand up for yourself, right? And to that point is where I go. That's where Shannon and Jordan would have bumped heads a lot. You know what I mean? In that retrospect, it depends. Like, how you bring it to me is different, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you bring it to me in the sense of your words, so, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you out there, you're slouching, you playing bad, you know what I mean? Or I'll bust you behind on the court. Okay, cool.
Right.
But when you trying to throw hands, you want to throw a punch at me, that's past basketball. That's past football. That's past whatever the case may be.
Okay,
now you're challenging me as a man.
Right. You played football. I didn't. But I know that when those tempers flare up and that thing start going, sometimes it ends up in hands throwing. We know that. Think about it. You have fought with your own freaking family before, right? So why can't it happen with your teammate? Why is it so egregious to think that teammates are going to fight? When these dudes spend hours together in practice, they spend hours together in workouts, spend hours together traveling, spend hours together playing. A lot of times we hear it that while you're a professional athlete, you spend more time with your teammates than you do with your own family. So why is it so egregious to think that a bunch of men, again, testosterone-fueled giants for the most part, especially in basketball, are going to get into it from time to time? It's not. It's not. And while I feel to an extent where Shannon is coming from, I think he definitely got overly emotional with that. And again,
yeah, that was too much.
Again, Mike would never need to respond to Shannon in that manner because he would see the work that he put in and the effort that he put out. And that would be that.
I got 1 point, but I'll let you finish.
Yeah, no, go ahead, bro.
No, I think we're looking at it because of the context. We looked at it from the player perspective, but we didn't bother to look at it from like a president of operation or a GM job. And I'm looking at their leadership styles and say, which one would I prefer as a leader? Right? You mentioned NCO. That's why I had to bring it up.
Yes, sir.
As a leader, you got to look at it from all areas, right?
That's true.
And so I think you definitely go with Mike's point of view from a leadership perspective, because all that stuff that happens that make the sausage, say we making sausage, all that stuff is going to happen. You're going to have people calling people names, swinging on people. You know, that's how you kind of right the ship, so to speak. But yeah, so definitely like Mike's leadership style when it comes from like president of operations. As a player, I look at it and I say, well, it's Michael Jordan, bro. You know what I mean? Like he is in his era, he was the God. He was God in the uniform to most players. And so, you know what? He got a lot of people played, and I'm sure he got a lot of people fired, right? If they wasn't playing up to a certain potential. So not to take nothing from LeBron and his style, but there's so many different types of leadership. I think his is the more effective one.
And I think, like from what Steve said, because the comment that you just posted, this is all what Shannon Sharpe prefers. He's not talking about taking it out of the locker room.
That's true.
He knows that happens. Yeah. He's saying you don't talk to me like that.
Yeah.
Shannon's had multiple instances where he's like, "Oh, I've seen blase fight or blase get into it, blase." He never like said, "I don't condone it." He said, "You not finna talk to me like that."
Right.
There's a difference. We have to know the difference. He's not trying to criticize the masculinity in sports because he grew up in it. He's been a part of it. He's saying, "Don't bring that to me." We got to understand that.
Well, I think real quick, and then we'll take a couple calls on this. I think that what Steve is saying here is not necessarily that Shannon is criticizing the masculinity in sports, but that commentary, like what Shannon made, leads to so many other people criticizing the masculinity in sports, where realistically criticizing masculinity, period, right? It's bleeding out all over the place. So they're saying, yo, if you can take it out of sports, you can take it out of society on the whole. And that's a much bigger and deeper societal discussion I do not want to get into, other than, unfortunately, masculinity has been labeled a bad thing, because you never, ever hear the term masculinity in mainstream media, sports or otherwise, without the term toxic preceding it. But that's a totally different thing. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and you're right, Steve. You are right. 8264. All right, Charles. Let's go ahead. Oh, damn.
219.
Sid Bubba caught it.
Oh, damn.
Pause. Sid Bubba, what's good, my man?
Whoa, what's going on? Salute there, shipmate.
Hey, salute, brother.
What's up, G?
About to lose. If I don't plug my story. Hold on.
Okay. But yeah, I guess being in the military, I can kind of deal with both. But right. I'm going to give you some pushback, Bruce, on this.
Okay.
The Bulls went 6-0. You had two guys that went 6-0 with him. Scottie Pippen, Phil Jackson. So you had those other two guys that are buffer. I know Scottie. Hanged out with Scottie.
Wow, okay.
So Scottie, he was the type of guy you can come talk to. Now, Mike might be hard on you, but the players could go to Scottie. So you could make it work with two different kinds of leadership styles.
Yes.
And I say LeBron, his style works for today's players. You can't do what Mike do and be effective in today's NBA. That just wouldn't work.
Well, okay, real quick, Sid Bubba, let me ask you, how does LeBron's style work for today's players when you always have to be worried about, he's not going to come to you directly and say what he has to say. He's going to subtweet you, and then he's going to try to get you traded.
But Bruce. But those how those kids operate. That's how they roll.
Okay.
That's their protocol and language. They ain't like us. Because you talk crazy to me, I'm just gonna slide out and be like, okay, what's up? But these kids don't do that. This is a different generation of kids. So yeah, you gotta give them you gotta baby them a little bit more. You have to console their ego, because if one of your guys' egos get out and you lose them, you messed up. So it's a different style for different generations. Okay,
that's true.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So you had Scotty there to be the buffer, because everybody can go. Right. But then you had Mike. So like if you're dealing with LeBron, LeBron could be nice to everybody, but then you got that team OG. So it's not just one guy that's a leader. So I had like a CO XO. Your CO is the big representative or whatever. The XO is the guy that really runs the shit. You fear him. The CO is kind of more or less the figurehead, but you got to go through the XO. And kind of like your non-commissioned officers. You know who's who. But like you said, certain guys are going to relate to certain guys different. So I'll give you an example. One of the coaches you like, Bruce, is Bobby Knight. You know what? Okay, Bobby Knight yelled at Michael Jordan. You know what Michael Jordan did? Smile, said something smart to him, and then Bobby Knight had to shake his head and come back.
Right.
So you have to look at the perspective is you have to look at the times, you have to look at the context of it. So yeah, LeBron's style worked for today's players, because today's players not built like we were. You can't, you can't just be like, you can't be too hard on them. You will lose them. They didn't grow up like we did. They didn't have to endure stuff.
Great point.
So I think that's why it's kind of like a two, depends on how you look at it. And today's style, I think LeBron's would work. Back then it would. Jordan's style wouldn't work right now. Man, it just wouldn't.
Right.
Now, what you can do is try to give a little taste of each other's. You try to get that balance there on leadership.
I got you. No, that's a great call, and I that made a lot of sense. I was just about to say that, Transformer. No, I really like how you and you're absolutely right. Sometimes I'm a bit of an absolutist. I got to work on that, but no, you're 100% right on that, man. That's a great point. You got anything else there, Bubba?
Nah, but see, like me and you, we get along. You know what? You can be. You're going to be objective. You're going to be critical, but somebody like me can handle it. Now, you talk about how most LeBron fans just this it is. Man, come on. So whatever anybody throw on me, I could come with it. I can bring it how they want to be brought.
Right.
So I'm just saying, but that was the era I grew up in.
Yes. No doubt.
There's not no one style fit all leadership, though.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
You have to make it adaptable for the people that you lead.
No, that's very true.
Great point. All right, Sid Bubba, man, we're going to keep it rolling here, man. Thank you for the great call as always, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, have a good one. All right, team, we're gonna move it right along to the next topic, the big topic. By the way, what do we have? We have 32 in the chat. I need 32 likes. Go ahead and hit that button, please. Laker Nation, he hung up. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead.
Are we on the next topic? I'll call later.
Yeah, it might be that. Oh no, here. Damn, Bruce. You know what? We gotta have to get back to it. We gotta keep it moving. This is an odd time frame. I'm still trying to figure this out. All right. Here we go, y'all. Here we go, yo. Some of y'all don't remember that. But anyway, yes. So LeBron's latest record. LeBron James continues his assault on the NBA record books. And man, just another outstanding achievement for King James, or whatever you want to call him, but just another outstanding achievement. And to what am I referring? I am referring to LeBron James having passed Michael Jordan for the most 30-point games in NBA history, and he did that. Was that last night? Or why is my clip acting up? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have just a couple of highlights here from what he was able to do last night. Hit a couple of threes, and then you'll see when he hits the fadeaway to the corner, and that's when he breaks the record. So just an incredible achievement by LeBron. What is it, 560, something like that? I can't remember the exact number. I'm losing my mind. But there's the shot right there that passes Michael Jordan for most 30-point games in NBA history. So y'all know me. I think you have an idea where this is going to go. But I'm going to start with my main man, G. G, what are your thoughts on LeBron James passing Michael Jordan for the most 30-point games in NBA history? Looks like we lost Transformer. He'll be. What are you laughing at, man?
Oh, man. He cut out just in time, man. I'm like, I mean, what are we going to be doing
Wow,
next?
What's up, Chris Whitfield? That's crazy. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead, G.
I don't know, man. This dude, I think he's starting to get past his prime, but he's still just breaking records, man. Just shattering records, man. And, you know, more power to him. That's what they made for. But I don't think they're going to last. I don't think they will solely be his. I think somebody else going to come along and break those records as well. As the game continue to change and, you know, they're shooting 1,000 threes, you know, a week. So I don't really have too much to say about this one, man.
1,000 threes a
week. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about this
That's
one.
Funny.
They mentioned the 7 additional seasons it took for him to get to that point. I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't got nothing for you, bro. I don't have nothing for you, bro.
Yeah, so to me, man, I thought this was really like we really doing this. We're really doing this. We heard Stephen A, I think, talk about it probably over the Christmas week when Malika Andrews brought it up.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Transform, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. My prayers are with you, bro.
His Mac book.
My prayers is with you, bro.
But yeah, so yeah, we Stephen A, it was brought up and he was like, can we stop? You know, and of course he had to give LeBron all of his flowers before he said, listen, man, this dude has played a lot more seasons than Michael Jordan, as we well know. Like, this is like, how are we even still trying to make this a thing? Like, do we not see? I've said it and said it and said it. Do we not see at this point that LeBron is merely staying around trying to stack up stats and records? If it was so obviously clear that he was better than Michael Jordan, would he need to be even doing this? If it was obviously so clear that he was the player that he wants us all to believe he is, would he still be needing to do this? This, in all seriousness, I get the longevity, but this is like sad right now, honestly. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I like, you know what I like?
We'll get to that as the NBA season kind of closes out. We'll start talking about other things as not the NBA, the NFL, as we start discussing the NBA more. I promise, man. But right now, like, we got to talk about this stuff. But go ahead.
Okay. No, you go ahead, man. Because like I said, I don't really have a whole lot. It's just like, you know. I mean, I don't know what's next, man. What's the next record he's gonna break?
I don't even know what the next one is. I would assume, and I don't think he can get there. I think he would want to have the assist record. He's not going to be able to get there, but I think that would be the one he wants. Like, could you imagine saying I have the all-time assist record and I have the all-time scoring record? Like, that would be crazy, but I don't think he can get there. He can't play long enough for that. All right, Steve. I got you, man. But yeah, he's gonna keep breaking as long as he's playing. Nothing is sad about it. No, Transformer, it is sad. And the reason it's sad is because we know why he's doing this. All he's doing is he's trying to build a GOAT case on paper, not as a player. That's two different things. He's trying to put all these numbers out there and say, see, look what I've done. Look at all these stats I put up. I have to be the GOAT. But he knows he's not. He knows he's not. And people who know basketball knows that he's not, right? So, and see, that's the thing, right? Look at some of these comments. What does this prove? This proves that he stayed around forever. He played like 6.5 more years, right? And think about this. In the scoring thing, people are actually trying to say that this dude is the greatest scorer of all time, right? I believe he shot 5,000 plus more three-pointers than Michael Jordan, right? He shot 5,000.
No. We not about to do this, man. All right. We not about to do this. All right. I apologize. my other MacBook died. I didn't know it was unplugged. All right, it's been unplugged all night, so my apologies. I cut out at the wrong moment because y'all was about to go haywire on some stuff, on something that isn't even really a big deal. But you're making it a big deal. You're making it a worse deal, right?
They are. I'm just responding.
The man is going to be playing, and as long as he's playing, there's records that are going to be passed. That's just the fact of the matter. As long as the longer he plays, the more things he's going to break. Ain't nothing sad about it. The man is still playing at a high level at the age of 40. It's not like he's shooting 30 attempts a game to try to get the record. But he's still shooting efficiently. His field goal percentage is still efficient, right? He's still playing efficient basketball. It's not like he's forcing 30-point games, bro. I don't see what's so sad about this man still breaking records. He's still in the game.
You know he's out there trying his damnedest to get these points and get these records. You know that. This is not coming within the flow. You know what he's doing. And
they're winning games, Bruce. What do you want the man to do? Just to score 15 and let everybody else figure it out? But then we're gonna. No. But hear me out. Because if he just sits back and he's just scoring 15 points, LeBron needs to do more. Well, he's on the floor. He needs to do more. We need 20, 24 points out of him. All right, he scores to 20-24. They lose by 5. Bron needed to do more in the fourth quarter. Okay, well, now he scores 30. Well, we know what he's doing. He's trying to pass Jordan's 30-point game record. What is it? The man is still playing. He's still a very good player. He's still perhaps even top 10 still in the league. He's going to score points. He's going to have assists. He's going to have rebounds. When you're doing that in consecutive games, guess what? Your overall numbers by the time your career is over is going to elevate and you're going to surpass folks. That's just the fact of the matter, bro. Kobe did it. Kobe was passing folks, passing Jordan's records, yada, yada, yada. They put it in the media. Kobe passed Jordan this. Kobe passed Jordan that. He played 20 years. How many did Jordan play? 15? So longevity, yes. He has more chances. He has more opportunities. They put Kobe in that same conversation. He passed him.
I don't think it took Kobe 20 years to do that. I think it took him, 17 years to pass, Mike?
2 more. But I'm still, by the time he got to 20 years.
That's not 7 more. But anyway.
He ended up, second all-time in scoring?
Third. Karl Malone was second.
Yeah. Third all-time in scoring. So he passed a lot of people just because of his longevity of the 20 years. Bron has played 22 years. He's going to surpass a lot of stats, a lot of accolades that other players have, right? I mean, that's just the fact of the matter, bro. Because if he doesn't put up these numbers, if he puts up 10 points a game or 15 points a game and he sits back, he lets Austin Reeves, Anthony Davis take over, we're going to have a different conversation. See, LeBron needs to retire. He's not doing enough. He can't get it done. He puts up 20 points. Oh, well, he needs to do some more in the fourth quarter. He puts up 30 points. Now it's, we know what he's doing. He's just trying to surpass Jordan.
You've never heard me talk like that. You never heard me talk like that.
But I'm just saying that's the way it's being presented. I can only give you the information the way it's being presented.
But you know what it is.
I don't know what it is. I know that he's in the game. He's playing.
You really don't think he's trying to pad stats because he's trying to build the paper man as the greatest player? You really don't believe that?
Bruce, he's still playing at a high level.
No. I wait a minute. First of all, how many times have you heard me say that? Time after time after time. I say that. I
when
said
you're
that
playing at a high level.
I said it the other day. Every time I talk about him, I say that.
Bruce, I'm just saying 1 + 1 = 2.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all.
1 + 1 = 2. Right? Does 1 + 1 = 2?
1 + 1 = 2.
So if I play at a higher level for 15 years and I end up at a certain number, that's the number, right? If I play at a high level for 22 years, I may end up at a higher number. Am I not wrong? Am I wrong?
Yeah,
I'm gonna end up at a higher number.
I can see that, but here's the thing, right? So what I think you missed it when you were coming back in. One of the things we got to take a look at, right? One is, and again, I will give LeBron credit for playing at a high level this long. I've always done that. So let's not act like I don't do that.
I didn't say you did.
Every single time I bring that topic up or bring him up. Cool. So now, if we are real, right? LeBron James has shot more than 5,000 more 3-point attempts than Michael Jordan. If you were to
in an era where 3-point shooting is allowed.
if you were to extrapolate out, right, Michael Jordan taking that many threes, even at his career average, he would have scored 45,000 career points.
But we can't do that,
I mean, really.
We can't do that.
No, you can't. But I'm just saying, for those who want to use the stats and all that, let's use the stats then, right? But the stats only work when they favor that guy. That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day,
when we were talking about the rushing title, let's just take it back to the NFL, right? Okay,
let's do that.
Who's the all-time rushing leader?
Emmitt Smith.
I mean, in a season. I'm sorry. I meant to say season. I meant to say in the season. Okay, so he passed who? O.J. Simpson. He passed O.J. Simpson.
Correct.
It took O.J. Simpson 14 games.
Yes, to 2,000.
Eric Dickerson had 2 more games to pass O.J.'s record. Who do we talk about more, O.J. or Eric Dickerson?
We talk about Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson is the rushing title leader. Let me finish.
Yes.
Just let me finish.
The quick caveat to that is, O.J. and OJ.
He passed away. Rest in peace to the Juice.
Rest in peace to the Juice. Because what, last year? No, 2022, 2023? Last year. Okay.
No, the year before. But anyway, go ahead.
2022. Okay, but that's besides the point. Okay, so they gave ED 16 games to pass it. So his name goes on top. Right? We always, Eric Dickerson got the record. Eric Dickerson, boom, 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 bada bing, bada boom, right? Put OJ down there. Okay. More games, more opportunities. LeBron James, 22 years to 15. More games, more opportunities, different era of playing the basketball. Jordan wasn't allowed to shoot threes back then. LeBron plays in an era where they're allowed to jack up 70-something threes per team per game, right? It's Boston Celtics, right? So the numbers are going to get surpassed. It's not like Bron mandated, hey, league, I'll raise the three-point limit, or coaches, let us start shooting more threes. When LeBron even said, like, I mean, I didn't want to shoot more threes because, hell, I wasn't that great of a three-point shooter. I didn't want the league to go in that direction, right? So we can't sit here and fault the guy for doing something that the league, that's the way the game is played now. We can't just take away, he shot 5,000 threes because Jordan wasn't allowed to shoot 5,000 threes.
I'm not faulting him. I'm just speaking into context, right? Like, for instance, real quick, he broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record. And again, it was an incredible accomplishment. But, and I've always been an advocate of asterisks when it comes to records set across eras when you don't have the same rules or, the same situation, right? So he broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played half his career without a three-point line. Is that really breaking the record? It's not, because you're not doing it under the same conditions. At the end of the day, the numbers are there, but you can't, you know what I'm saying? If you're not doing it under the same conditions, then let's annotate that. I'm a big asterisk guy.
So we have to annotate everything based off a decade, because the rules change from the 50s to the 60s.
Well, you and I have talked about it a lot. And I think we're in 100% agreement that we should be doing this stuff by era,
by decade. Yeah, by eras and decades.
Yeah, I'm with
because we can't sit here and criticize neither Jordan or LeBron because where they played. Like, if Jordan played today, I'm pretty positive Jordan putting up 5, 6, 7 threes a game. Pretty positive he is, right? Maybe. Because it's allowed. And Jordan probably would have played a longer career because his three-point shooting would have probably been better because he's attempting them more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's my thing. That's my thing about it.
All right, let's do this, y'all. I agree, Kenneth, right? I think that it was just the point that the situations were different, but people still always bring up Eric Dickerson. They don't mention OJ. That's why. All right, let's do this, y'all. Let's go ahead and, you know what time it is. We're gonna open up the phone lines. Y'all know what it is. Let's take 2 calls on this. Let's try to make them quick, y'all, because we got one more topic after this, and then we will be out of here to allow y'all to enjoy the final day of the regular season. And please, 40 in the chat, y'all. Thank you so much. 40 in the chat. But I need those likes. Y'all gotta give me the likes, man. Hit that button. It's not difficult to do. Give us the likes because it's gonna help the show spread. So please,
if you're on your cell phone,
button, y'all, it's not.
If you're looking at it from your cell phone, right, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see us, our handsome faces right here on your screen. Below that, the title. All right. Below that, you're gonna see the Format Podcast. Below that, you're gonna see this and this. hit this button.
Do that. right.
Button right there, right?
Laker Nation, what's good, my man? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Let me switch my hat.
I don't really care about the LeBron record. I missed the last topic, so
Okay.
My call was being on the Shannon and MJ thing.
Okay, what you got?
About the leadership style.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers, what up? Well, see, even though, like I said yesterday, Transform, I'm not excited about it because shit. Until I see us beat the Denvers, beat the OKCs, then I'll be excited. But we fourth seed, I can't, overlook that. So, as I was saying, I get everybody taking it as not being disrespectful. Like when a nigga walk up on you on the street and be like, "Hey, bitch, give me your money," slap you, then yeah, I expect you to handle your whack.
Mm-hmm.
But we in a team environment. You know what I'm saying? I'm the leader. If I'm out here dropping 30, busting my hands on offense and defense, crashing the board, and I got a power forward that's, 6'10", that's his job, and he only getting like 5 or 6. I'm gonna get in your ass. Now, what the hell are you doing down there on the block? That's what you get paid for. Like, man, get off your ass, get out there and grab these boards. I shouldn't have to come out here off the wing and snatch boards too. Get your ass in there and get these boards. And if he flex and want to get boxes, then whatever. We just gonna handle it as men, and then shit, one or two things gonna happen. Either you gonna get on board, you gonna get the fuck out, and we gonna replace you with somebody that's gonna get those boards.
Facts.
That was basically MJ style. Everybody got it. Even Scotty got it. Hey, you can be having a great game, but if you missed your assignment, you gave up a corner 3 that tied the game up, they're gonna get on your ass. Like, hey man, get out there on your rotation. What the fuck you doing?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't worried about the dude coming down the lane. I'm worried about the 3 in the corner. You know what I'm saying? That tied the game. Now we got to get it back on the other end. Now I got to fucking come up with another hero shot. You know what I'm saying? That was like, you got to be out there. You got to play ball to understand the situation. That's why I said in the chat that Shannon was talking on emotion and not with sense. And you know what I'm saying? He's talking on emotion. Like, if a nigga get in my face, if a grown man get in your face, disrespect you have all right to knock his block off. But if you on a team in sport, you got to swallow your pride and do what's best for the team and be a motherfucking man and not be no soft punk. The soft punk gonna just swing. You got to understand the context of the situation. He's not calling you a bitch. He's saying that you acting like he's like you fucking not playing the game like a man. You playing like a little bitch.
Right.
That's a huge difference.
But
and if
you can't.
If you swing on him because your leader's calling you out on your bullshit, you a bitch ass dude. You a soft dude. You need to get the hell up out the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's my take on. That's my take on that. I don't care about the LeBron James record. That's not why I call. I really can care less about that LeBron James record.
There you go.
So,
appreciate the call, Laker Nation. Number one member of the channel. Always got to get a shout out for that. So definitely appreciate you, brother. Do you have anything to add before I let you go?
No, I just thought Transformers gonna have to give you some pushback.
Okay.
But, that's the only thing I had to say. That's pretty much. I'm just like trying to explain MJ's leadership skill because he out there doing everything. And yeah, if I gotta guard Allen Iverson on the block, trying to keep this man under 30 for 30, trying to do my job, and I gotta go get the board and push the break and all that shit. When I got teammates, that's their job to do. I'm gonna get in everybody's ass if I gotta do everything.
Nah, I hear you on that.
You got to step up and do your job, or hey, if you get and I'm pretty sure Jordan ain't no punk. You get up there and swing, he gonna swing back on your ass, and then next thing you know, you're gonna be out the block, and they're gonna replace you with somebody that's gonna do their role. That's probably why they won 6 straight. They went through those battles as a team. That I think that's what got him, his attitude the way he is. He's like, man, if I don't step up, these niggas gonna keep knocking me around. That's grown man shit right there. You ain't gonna let nobody push you around. You gonna step up or step aside. That's basically how it goes.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, listen, man, I appreciate the call, brother. And we're going to take it from here, man. Thank you for calling, as always, Laker Nation.
No problem. 4 seed. Let's get to 1.
Let's go. Might not get the 1. Let's get the 3. Let's get the 3. Then we can talk.
As long as we beat the Celtics, the season's good.
Hey, that's facts.
I love it. All right, fellas.
All right, y'all. I'm
No
gonna
doubt.
let somebody else call. I know somebody else got to talk about the LeBron record.
I appreciate you. No doubt. All right, we'll take one more call if anybody wants to say anything about LeBron passing Jordan for most 30-point games. Go ahead, make your call, and let's make it quick, and then we'll get to this last topic and get out of here so everybody can enjoy the rest of their Sunday.
No, my and he was asking my pushback on we got a caller. Go ahead.
Opinion stated. Opinion stated was good, Q.
Hey, what's good, man?
All right. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, what's good, B? What's up, G?
G, you
his mic muted.
Oh, is he? Oh, man, G already working on his parlay probably.
Yeah. What you got, man? What you got?
Hey, man, everything, man. Look, I just want to call in real quick, man, and chime in right on the LeBron joint. So I produced an episode on this yesterday, or the night that it happened, and instead of much to Transformers' point, I didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying, overly critical. Oh, Bron did it. Oh, it took him so long. Even though I knew the fact, I shared an article, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna get a brother his flowers, much to G's point, because it's like, man, look, man, it's remarkable, man. The dude's doing. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's. I feel like he can be celebrated with still understanding like what it actually is. It will be like Transformer, you know what I mean, running a 3-minute mile, and then I'm like, well, I ran 2 miles, but it took me half a day to do it, so I ran farther than you. And I'm trying to celebrate. It's like, come on, bro. The context here is that he did it in 3 minutes. You know what I mean? So I think that a lot of people just want to, or get caught up rather, in this whole comparison thing, man. And it is kind of sad, to be honest, that you just can't celebrate that the dude did something, man, without, you know what I mean, throwing in this, oh, well, Jordan did this and such did this. It's like, chill, bro, like, relax. And what's odd is, even though I took this approach to just say, hey, congratulations, brother. You know what I mean? To the brother, he did his thing. I had a glass of wine on the set. You know what I mean? Cheers to him. Look, bro, the Bron fans are in the comments. Yeah, bro. I was like, Bron love red wine. I got a glass of red wine here. You know what I mean? Like, congrats to you, bro. And they in my comments acting like I was being negative. I'm saying, bro, I congratulated them.
Wait.
I don't understand.
Opinion stated. How many times have you heard me say that unless you bow down, wash his feet, act like he raises the dead, heals the sick, and walks on water, nothing is good enough for these people?
You ain't never raised no wine for him though. So Q's
that ain't happening.
Crazy. That's crazy work. But I've never raised wine, bro.
But yeah, that's how these people are. Seriously. Transformer. I can't even remember what show it was. I did a show. Oh yeah, when he went off early in the season, had like the 3 or 4 triple doubles in a row. I did a show. There was no criticism, was there, Transformer? Be fair here. I did a show just giving him his props early in the season when he was going off with all the triple doubles.
Yeah. You did.
No criticism.
You did.
And no one cared. I still got criticized.
Matter of fact, I marked it on the calendar.
Yeah.
Mark it today. He didn't say nothing critical.
No, but I just say it to say opinion stated. You're 100% right. Because unless you act like a fool, and I'm going to leave it at fool over this guy, nothing is good enough for these people. That's how they are.
Yeah,
see,
crazy.
But what I tell you,
it's wild. Yeah.
There's a difference between Bron fans and Bron sexuals.
Man. Damn.
Hey, Q, do you love him? Q, do you love him?
Oh, here you go. Let's stop, man. Look. Hey.
No, it's real.
It's real, man.
And the GOAT or trying to goad you into the GOAT debate, man, it's so crazy. I'm like, bro, first of all, the video is performing crazy good, and it's literally I'm just being positive. My angle was more how frustrated AD was after the game.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw the video and I saw that as well. And AD, he better be careful what he's saying before he mess around and get traded. He better be careful.
Bro, AD is throwing, like as the women would say, he's throwing shade, bro. This dude is really. I feel like, because I wanted to say this to y'all, man, because I know how knowledgeable y'all are and how y'all pay attention to context too. I want to make sure that folks understand, from my perspective anyway, that maybe AD ain't just in slumps when he ain't playing well. I think this dude is actually, man, rebelling. You know what I mean? Being like, bro, I'm not going to keep getting out here banging, grabbing all these rebounds. I told y'all I didn't want to play center. Y'all got me out here sacrificing my body and my well-being. So, man, I'm just going to play down. You know what I mean? And he starts playing low because he's frustrated. I'm doing all this work and I'm not getting the rock, bro. He started out this season as an MVP candidate. It was heavily touted by everybody in the media. All of a sudden, he fades. So where the hell is AD gone? And it's not like he hasn't still been out there. Feed this brother the ball, man. Run the offense through him. I'm not saying they have to feature him every week because matchups are matchups, bro. But come on, bro.
Nah, at the end of the day, we know what it is, opinion stated. Remember, the season started. They were doing work because freaking they were running it through AD. But I said it then, and I'll say it again. I knew it wouldn't last because LeBron must be the center of everything. Unless, of course, you're losing. If you're losing, it's everyone else's fault. But he has to be the reason you're winning. We know that, and you know that. So, But you got anything else for me, brother?
Nah, that's real, man. I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick, man, to say that, man. Keep doing a great job, man.
I appreciate it, brother. And, hey, listen up, y'all. Check out the Opinion Stated podcast on YouTube. If you want to hear that real good NBA talk, that's another one, man. Opinion Stated. Check it out, y'all.
Can you put your link? Can you put your link in the chat?
Yeah, put your link
in the chat, bro.
Yeah. Definitely. So people can check that out. Yeah.
That's about.
All right, fam. Be easy.
Oh, yeah. Blessings.
Yo. All right. Bruce, if you can make it quick, give us a call in, man, before we get to the next topic. But you got to make it quick.
He's not going to make it quick.
He's not going to make it quick.
He's not going to make it quick. We're going to have to put a time limit on him.
Yeah. If you can make it quick, Bruce,
put the 5-minute timer on.
Call us. Did y'all hear and praise LeBron leadership last night?
Did you hear AD praise LeBron?
Oh, AD.
AD. Reading is fundamental, brother.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see it. I'm getting old, man. My eyes, man. I need new glasses.
I was about to say, you got glasses on, bro.
Yeah. I need a new prescription, I think. Real talk.
So did you hear y'all praise? Like, no. AD.
They don't hate players like the NBA fans. Okay, that's something we can talk about another time. All right. Yeah. Bruce, what up?
Man, don't be putting no time limit on the greatest.
Man, now we got to go quick, man. We got to go quick. What's up?
I'm fucking with y'all. I just want to speak on the previous, what you call it, real quick. Shannon basically said that LeBron is the beta and Jordan is the alpha. That's what he basically was saying, right?
That's how I took it. That's how I took it.
If you wrap it up.
You're right, though, because he did say, me and Jordan would bump heads because we're two alphas, but I would work well with LeBron. So, yep, that is what he said. I don't even think he knew he said that. Good stuff, Bruce.
I'd rather be under the leadership. I could take Michael Jordan leadership. The only thing I don't like is how he a bully. He punched Steve Kerr, but wouldn't punch. He won't punch a certain type of dudes. He picking and choosing.
Well, you know what? I will.
Why would you punch Steve Kerr?
Obviously they got into it. I mean, that's going to happen. But I will give you credit for saying that because Kobe, we know for a fact Kobe was ready to throw down with Shaq. And he knew he might have got killed, but he was ready to do it. So I get what you're saying, and I respect that. No argument.
We all know Shannon is emotional. He's over emotional on that post. I'm sorry. I'd rather have my leader say, "Motherfucker, get your shit together." Yeah, the fuck is you doing? You slacking? I'd rather have that. You know what I'm saying? Than a damn secret handshake.
Right. Right. And that's my thing. Like, at least with Mike what you're dealing with. When you're dealing with LeBron, like I said, you might have some fantastic handshake, and then after the game, he up in the box getting you traded. Like, I don't respect that, man. Say what you got to say, and let's rock. Let's move like men out here.
And basically, Shannon, Shannon, LeBron, John. You already know that. You can't do no wrong. You can't do no wrong in Shannon's eyes with LeBron.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Can't do no wrong, man.
Nah, you can't.
like, false. Like, do I think LeBron is that patent? No.
Okay.
Is he chasing Jordan? Yes, he admitted to it yesterday. I didn't never say it to yesterday. Like, Denver really, like, yes, he's chasing Jordan.
So if he's supposed to be the greatest of all time, why would he be chasing anyone? You see how simple this is? If he's that, why is he out here openly admitting to chasing people? Man, come on, man.
Everybody, just coming up in the 90s, everybody was like Mike. Everybody,
no doubt.
Like, all this though, bro. Stop that.
Hold on 1 second, Bruce. Hold on 1 second. Nino, I
right.
see you, man. Wanted to give you a shout out for that super chat. Nino with the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for always being here and supporting the show, man. Appreciate you.
Terrible towel. Let's go.
No, we're not terrible toweling nothing, man. What's wrong with you? All right, go ahead, Bruce. I'm sorry.
Damn, I didn't even join the club. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I forgot all about that.
I appreciate you, brother.
Was it $1.99 a month, right?
I think it's $4.99 or $3, something like that. $3.99, $4.99.
It's inflation. It's like,
man, I don't control that, man. There's a button on there.
LeBron, as far as like him retiring, and he's chasing. Man, he don't really admit it that he's chasing Mike. Man, he should have never did that.
Facts.
He ain't gonna never be able to live that down. But as far as some stat pad, I want to say that he in great shape. What else is he gonna do? After he retired, I think
he wants to be an owner.
Yes, but still, it's like just like when Joe Paterno retired.
He died real quick after that. Yeah,
we kind of like because you pay something for so long, it's so hard to leave. Like breaking up with your girl for 20 years, it's just not that easy as we think it is.
Right. Facts.
Unless you're in the military, it's easy for us. We walk away.
Here you go.
DD-214, we out here.
You a fool.
But I want to say that I agree with everything what Transformer said about this subject. I don't think he's that patent, but if he's still great, he's still great. It ain't like he's taking 100 shots to get the points to get the offense.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I'm ready to get off the phone, man. I got a funny story, yo. Y'all don't laugh at me, yo. I tried to join time. They told me to turn my fat ass around. They told me I was too fat, yo.
Oh man.
It crushed my spirit, yo.
Oh man.
I be a certain weight to join the army.
Yeah, you do. I don't know
all branches,
except all branches. Yeah, it's just it's different for you. Stupid.
Man, they ain't got no fat cat in the military.
Oh man, I mean it happens over time, but I think
they got no what? What did he say?
He said they ain't got no fat cats in the military.
Oh yeah, they do. But that's after they ain't already made rank and got up there.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, you got to be a certain motherfucker told me turn my fat ass around. But hey, boys, y'all boys enjoy y'all boys enjoy y'all Sunday. I might call it on the next subject if Bruce give me something to talk about.
I don't know, man. We got a quick one before we get out of here. I don't know how long it's going to be, but we're gonna do it.
Bruce, what's the big goddamn rush?
Hey man, I got stuff to do with my son, man.
Oh, I got you.
All
right, bro.
Yeah, I got to take him to his Wing Chun training.
Okay, be safe, man. The good game gonna come on to the night anyway.
The Minnesota joint, right? Yeah, Minnesota and Detroit. That's gonna be.
The rest of these is cupcake.
Well, the Denver and Kansas City game got me in because Denver got to win to get in. Because Denver lose Cincinnati in, you know that's gonna be a test, man.
Oh, right, Kansas City finna open up
that's
that
what
door.
I want to see, man. That's what I want to see.
You know, Cincinnati get in, they gonna knock off Buffalo. I'm sorry, they pay Buffalo if they get in, right?
The Bengals, the Bengals would.
I think so. That would be. Ooh.
Yeah, the Bengals would play Josh Allen.
If Cincinnati get in, they pay Buffalo, and they will knock Buffalo off. Yo, I'm sorry, yo. The Buffalo ain't got no defense. But have a great Sunday, boys.
All right, no doubt. Appreciate the call, Bruce.
Hey, Soda.
Hey, real quick, James Harris. The other thing is the NBA markets, they market differently, man. They market players, whereas the NFL markets the league and markets teams. So that's kind of why you will see a drop off when a big time player retires or leaves the game, because they market it differently. That's also why you see such a difference in social media production from the NBA versus the NFL. But anyway, let's go to the last topic, y'all, and then we're done. All right. So we've been talking ad nauseum lately regarding this whole NFL, NBA ratings thing and why the ratings are down and possible reasons for it, whether it's the style of play or load management and all this, that, and the third, right? And one of the things, JJ Redick, head coach of Transformer and Laker Nation's Lakers, right? The new Pat Riley, I suppose, maybe because he got slicked hair and apart. But anyway, so JJ Redick, one of the things he said was that, you know, he feels like the media, especially the inside the NBA crew on TNT, is constantly denigrating the product. And that's part of the reason why people aren't watching it, because the product is not being uplifted and it's not being celebrated. It's constantly denigrated. And so that's part of the reason, right? And so Charles Barkley, he heard that and he had some commentary regarding that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play it here. This was, I think, earlier in the week, right? Transformer. Inside the NBA after yet another terrible game. So I don't have the video. I just got the sound. So check it out and we'll go from there.
Been back and knocking down a three. Yeah, there were a lot of threes shot tonight. Yes, nearly 100 combined between the two teams.
100 threes. That's right. Yeah, no, Ernie, you know what it is? It's Chuck's fault. Why? Well, because some idiot named Jason Monroe said something about then. I heard JJ Redick said something about me. JJ, you better calm down, because when you come for the king, you better not miss.
I don't. Did he name you specifically, or was he just talking about folks on TV?
He said something about we're the reason people ain't watching this crappy product we got. JJ, yeah, us, like we out there jacking up 100 threes a night. JJ. I don't know Jason Monroe. I don't know who that is, but JJ, if you come for the king, you better not miss. Because I can get you, brother. Because I got your Lakers games. You can't hide them flaws they got. You just a dead man walking. They got rid of Frank Vogel, who did a good job. They got rid of Darvingham, who did a good job. But you came out there thinking you were going to change things with that same ugly girl you went on the date with.
64-51 was your halftime score. As we get back to the highlights.
He came in there thinking, I can make this thing work. Hell, you can.
77-71.
Put some makeup on that pig.
Yo, Ernie be trying so
Ernie
hard.
a trip. Ernie like, well, so halftime, it was
Put some makeup. What'd you say? Put some makeup on that pig. I'm JJ Redick. I can make this thing work. Please, Tico, please.
Josh Minot right there with the big dunk as Minnesota comes back at him. Vincenzo ties it up.
Ernie trying so hard.
Ernie's trying.
You come for me, you better not miss.
We heard that already.
Okay.
And so come for you. I missed it.
We're the reason ratings are down. Oh, we're the reason. Like we playing.
We're only on an hour.
Well, hey, listen, if me and Shaq all week. That's exactly right. If me and Shaq played, then the ratings would be down.
Look at Derek White.
But in fairness, if me and Shaq played, we'd be like the third or fourth best players on that Laker team right now.
That is the last gasp from Minnesota.
LeBron AD did. Chuck, get in the game. Chuck, get in the game. Damn bombs out there. But it's and Darvinham's fault.
How did we go there?
Talking about people jacking up 103 saying we're the reason ratings are down. 30 seconds to another 3-point shooting contest.
Yo, Charles is a national treasure, bro. He's a national treasure. He's the ninth wonder of the world.
Goodness. Man, but you know what's funny though? When you hear like Shaq laughing and snorting in the background,
it makes it more funny. But hey, Ernie's trying to move? Well, no, bro, kept up with the dunk, and I don't know how we got there.
Yeah, Ernie messy too, bro.
Ernie is
right.
He didn't give him a session, but he gave him a session.
Hey, because he'll stop me like, all right, Charles, you got anything else?
Oh my goodness,
Charles, you got anything else? And then Shaq repeated, Charles, what she got on? What she need to put on?
Put makeup on the pig.
Every 30 seconds is a contest.
He said, man, they subbing me and Shaq in. Shaq, you get in. Barkley,
man said me and Shaq could be the third and fourth best players on the team right now. A bunch of bombs. Oh my goodness.
Boy. That brought tears in my eyes, boy. That was funny.
That's great
funny.
point, Steve.
I don't even know where I want to go with that, bro. That's just funny, bro. That's just
goodness. Yeah, well, I tell you what, let's hear what JJ Redick had to say in response, and then we'll go ahead and assess.
So this came out before JJ Redick's response now.
Yes.
Okay.
JJ Redick
Cool.
responded to it like a day or two after. Oh my goodness. Hold on one second, yo. Here we go.
This ain't gonna be
yesterday there was a viral clip of Charles Barkley taking some shots at you for your analysis of the NBA media sphere and how the game is covered. Did you hear that? I assume you did, based on your
I read a random text from somebody after the game. I went to look at my phone. It says something about Charles Barkley, and I'm like, huh? But Greg and both showed me. I didn't make it all the way through the clip. I got to be honest with you. My resting heart rate is probably 64. I watched the clip. It was 64. Literally don't care. I have other thoughts, but don't care.
So wait a minute. You don't care, but you have other thoughts, but you don't care.
No, because he's probably about to curse. You know, JJ Redick's an asshole.
Man, he always trying to just push this narrative like he's just above everyone and he's so much smarter. I don't care. I have other thoughts, but I don't care. If you don't care, what are these other thoughts you got? Like, why?
Coming back from that one, bro. No coming back at all.
No. No.
Man, the only thing he can do now is just keep winning, bro.
Yeah, just go out and win games.
Keep winning.
Yeah,
JJ, just go out there and keep winning, bro.
Call him a dead man walking.
I mean, but we kind of know that's kind of the future. I said that when we got the job.
Oh man.
But no, man. For JJ, I mean, because what Charles said, that's just another lane, another level. That's another conversation. But to JJ Redick as a Laker fan, bro, just keep winning. Right now, you're 20-14. You're tied for number 4 with Denver right now. So technically, you're 5th in the conference because you lost to Denver earlier. Win the big ones, man. Keep winning, and that's the only way to come back at Charles Barkley. What you say won't matter. We won't care.
No,
we won't entertain whatever you have to say, but we will entertain what you do.
That's right.
Right.
No,
and if you go out there and win, in the last 3 years, I gave you the stat earlier, Bruce. Last 3 years, we've improved 3 games each season. JJ Redick, last year we were 17-17 at this point. Right now we're 20-14. So obviously you're doing better. People say it's a more favorable schedule. I can always control what's in front of me.
That's right.
You're 20-14. Keep winning, bro. Keep winning. Let's find a way to win these big games. We just got done with a trade last week while we were live, actually, on the air.
We did anything, but
no, it added a wing and it got rid of a person that was just there for no reason. I wanted to get rid of D'Lo a while ago, but it added a wing. And then it added more cap flexibility. I believe 15 to 18 million or something like that. But anyway, we got that move. Just keep moving forward, bro. Just go win. That's the only way you're gonna shut Charles up. Actually, that won't even shut him up, but that'll calm him down. I guess.
Well, you know what? I mean, realistically, if he was able to win a championship, then he could do something Barkley never did, and then he could put the ring on and go hit him with it on some Rick James. Unity.
Hey man, Charles, I got one of these. What you got?
Yeah.
Where yours at? Oh, my bad.
Oh, my bad.
My bad.
And then Charles says, "Yeah, but nobody would ever mention you and me in the same sense. So get out of here."
They won't because one is a champion. But go ahead. Champ.
So anyway, James Harris, right? He says the media like a Barkley is hurting the NBA. He trashes the NBA. You're supposed to uplift the NBA. To some extent, I get it. But the reason why he's not hurting the NBA is because he's telling the truth about it. It's a subpar product, and he knows that. He's been around the NBA for the last 41 years, right? 41 years now. He knows what the NBA can and should be, especially based on the type of players that are being produced now in terms of physically, right? Not necessarily in terms of skill, but in terms of a physical ability. And so he's telling the truth about it. Like, yo, this league that I love so much, this league that has done so much for me and helped me make this incredible life, it's not living up to what it should be. There's nothing wrong with being able to say that. That's my thought. G, man, what you got on this?
Yeah, so I don't think Barkley swung the first punch, right? He said, when you come after the king, you bet not miss. That was his word. So everything he gave him after he said that statement, he deserved. I'm not siding with JJ on this. I think you can't throw. How's it go? How's the saying go? Don't throw stones.
Don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. Is that
glass house, right?
I think that's how it goes.
Yeah, and so he threw the stone, and then Charles just ended him, man. You talking about one of the greatest power forwards or small forwards to play the game, right? And JJ Redick he wasn't that, man. Like, he was a role player, and he got his rings as a role player. Whereas,
did he get a ring?
JJ?
No. I don't think he got one.
Oh, JJ Redick? No, he doesn't have one.
I ain't talking about Buck. I ain't talking JJ. Yes.
No, JJ doesn't.
JJ don't got a ring.
No, he's not champion.
You're not a champion.
Nah.
Oh, what are we talking about then? What's the purpose? He has no. Yeah. What are we talking about?
He like, hold up. Now I'm lost. What happened?
Yeah, he apparently went at Chuck and basically Chuck and the TNT crew and the NBA media saying that they are the reason or a big part of the reason why the ratings are down because they always criticize him.
He destroyed him.
Correct.
He destroyed him.
Yes, I agree.
Like Transform, I agree with Transform. And just win more. The Lakers look the same way last year as they do this year. I don't really see a big change in anything from that quarterback change. He didn't change the scheme. I don't think he changed the scheme. Maybe players, but
I think he tried too early in the season. But as I said, LeBron is not going to allow that for any extended amount of time. He has to be the guy. I don't know what JJ Redick thought that he was going to actually run it through AD all year. That wasn't going to happen. But Transformer, go ahead.
I mean, no, that's what I said at the beginning was pretty much all I had, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the only way JJ can respond to that is just win, bro. Just win, keep your head down, and like focus on the team, man. The Lakers are going to always be in the media. We got LeBron, so we're going to always be in the media. We're always going to be the top of conversation. We're always going to be in the midst of whether we're bad, we're good, we're terrible. Bron's bad. Bron needs to retire. Blah blah blah. All that noise is going to come. JJ, you should have expected it. Right now, just accept it, right? So just go out there and win games and continue moving forward. That's the only way you're going to silence all the doubters about what you're doing so far. Right now, you're doing a good job. Not going to say great. It's not great, but you're doing good, right? Like I said, last year, we're 3 games ahead of the pace than we were last year, right? I can only ask for improvement. I can only ask that we stay in that winner spot. But I will also ask that we beat the bigger teams, the Clevelands, the Denvers, those teams like that. I want to see better shows out of us for that. JJ, give JJ credit. He has them in the 4th place in the West. Well, yeah, I mentioned that already. Yeah, I mentioned that already.
So did Laker Nation, of course.
Yeah, we're tied for 4th. Technically, we're 5th, but we're tied for 4th. Denver holds the 4th spot, so we're actually 5th seed at the current moment. But man, just keep winning, bro. Keep winning. I like what we're doing right now. We're playing a lot more through Austin Reeves. We're allowing him to showcase what
he's
more
having a hell of a year, right?
He's balling. Yeah, Austin Reeves is balling. Yeah. We're actually looking at him more in the 4th quarter to take over a lot of games, and he's performing quite well. So JJ is changing some things, taking the ball out of Bron's hands late in the 4th, letting AD. I want to see more AD early. If we can get AD going a little bit earlier, I think that'll help us out more towards the end, where we're not blowing those leads. How we come out of halftime is a big deal for us as well. But yeah, man, just keep winning. Just JJ, keep winning. Charles is gonna be Charles, but you can't say anything to him. Charles is gonna clown you. He's on a platform where he can say what he want, and we just gonna laugh at it, man, because Charles is funny as hell.
Yeah, he is. Arlo Tate, I see you in the chat, man. I appreciate your commentary. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, man, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. That said, I'm not actually a Jordan fan. I'm just a truth teller, bro. That's all I am.
Hakeem, your dream.
You already know.
Hakeem, your dream.
My favorite player of all time is the one and only Hakeem Olajuwon. My second favorite player of all time is Larry Bird. My 3rd favorite is Charles Barkley. My 4th favorite is Mitch Richmond. So you got to get down to my 5th favorite all time to even bring up. Actually, my 6th. Magic is in there, and then Mike. So I'm not, your typical Jordan fan. All right. So don't automatically assume that because people tell the truth. And I see what side of the aisle you're on, but don't automatically assume that because people tell the truth, they're just some Jordan fans fighting. All right. So there you go.
And I'm not in that boat, by the way.
I don't care. Okay. I really don't care.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and
like when they say y'all, I'm like, damn, y'all.
This was a super entertaining little. Yeah, absolutely. Mitch Richmond he was that dude. Yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite players. And Michael Jordan actually said that he was his toughest guard when Mitch Richmond was in the league in his prime. He was killing. He had a post game. He could shoot the three. He could put it on the floor. He could defend. He was strong. He was quick. Yeah, Mitch Richmond was a beast. Anyway, y'all see the number on the screen. Go ahead. We'll take a couple calls. Let's try to make them quick. I do appreciate your interaction and your calls, of course, but let's try to make them quick so we can get out of here, do what we got to do, watch some football, make our runs, do whatever. But yeah, give us parlays in. Right, so that we can take your calls. Thank you, Sid Bubba. Exactly. Mitch Richmond was that dude. He was that dude. And Michael Jordan showed him love. Absolutely.
Putting him over Kobe is crazy.
Nino, what's good? What's good?
Hey, Transformer, you wrong. That's the first thing. You wrong, Transformer. It's a real time right now. When you got
I'm wrong for what?
Like this. Somebody terrible time. I heard that. We done wrong. We done wrong.
Yeah.
Terrible time, man.
Y'all about to take that beating next week, Nino. We about to put foots in them.
Oh, man. But hey,
yes, sir.
Bruce, if you remember, I've been saying this I think I've been the only one saying this for 8 months. Wow, it's like two things could be true.
Mm-hmm.
JJ Redick is 90% right.
Okay, let me hear it.
Because you selling the product, that don't mean that Charles Barkley is wrong about how the game used to be played. I'm gonna take the NFL for example.
Mm-hmm.
Since y'all go back like I go back, my brother and them go back before me.
Right.
And they still are fans. So the number one thing they love, and y'all Baltimore fans, but Green Bay ain't never been like that. But we love the hard hitting, the knockouts, the defense, the run the ball, smash by football.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL changed that. And the commentators all of them were saying the same thing. They were, oh man, this and that. So what happened to them? Next thing you know, you start seeing 20 Romo, and now you see Brady and all them guys come in. They wasn't gonna tolerate. Hey, they like NFL like, hey, we finna throw this ball, we finna adapt, and everybody who ain't with it, you ain't finna be promoting it, talking that bull jump. That don't mean them guys were wrong, because I don't even really like seeing these spreads on 4th and 1, 3 and 1.
Right.
So with the NBA, it's not the same. Charles Barkley and them is wrong, because I thought at first, I'm like, man, they just adapting, but I told you the Carmelo thing messed me up. You got people telling these guys what they want. So instead of Charles Barkley, you know, saying the players is off, why don't they call out the people? Just call out the people that's organizing, that's orchestrating the game. The players is doing what the coaches, and it sounds like the coaches is listening to somebody.
That's a good point too. You're right. I can't argue that.
Them out, and you promoting the game. So in a minute, y'all can have no job. If this way y'all going, so then the NBA gonna have to get rid of them. That's a TV show, but the NBA gonna have to get rid of them guys and get somebody in there. I don't know who's gonna do it. I don't know. Y'all might have some ideas. They need some personalities, some young personalities.
That's true.
To kind of gas like the situation. They want back to get you, because you gonna remember like now. I remember MJ and Kobe's and AI's. And bro, when they first come in, Bellows. So they go back to get you all the way on board. But for the new coming up, it's like, man, they killing it. Well, that's all I got to say.
No, you make a real good point, Nino. I can't even front on that. That's 100% fair.
Always, man. No, Laker fans, you know, we make great points, man. Just got to listen up.
Hey, G, next week, man. Y'all gonna see something else next week.
What we gonna see next week? What we gonna see next week?
Terrible towel, baby.
A bunch of bloody terrible towels cleaning y'all up. That's what we about to see.
I'm drinking early this morning. I can't take it.
Oh my goodness, Nino, that's hilarious.
It's getting cold, man. You know your Steelers don't like to tackle in the cold.
Don't look like we like to tackle nowhere. Man, I'm gone. This was a great show from top to bottom. Except Transform made that Sunday.
Hey man, my apologies.
And I appreciate that, Nino, man. Always appreciate the love. Thank you so much, man. Sure. Thank you.
Shout out to Sid and Steve. Shout out to Sid and Steve.
No doubt. All right, brother. Have a great one, man. Thank you again.
Hey, boy, always fun with Nino, man. Always fun.
Nah, and he makes good points, man. He's real objective, even, no matter who he's a fan of. And I like that a lot. Damn, you about to get snow, Steve? I ain't seen snow in like a decade, man. I'm dying.
Tell me about it.
I got like a foot.
Hey, I want to tell you, Orlando Brown Jr. sends massive message to the Kansas City Chiefs.
What are you talking about?
Go out there and get it done against Denver. But then he said he also might message Aaron Rodgers he'll pay for his next Puro trip if he goes out there and beat Miami.
Yeah.
So they out there advocating like, bro, man, just go out there and help us, please.
Get in the joint. That's right.
Kansas City finna hang up that phone real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What you talking about? We ain't finna let y'all in there. Let y'all in there. Nah, we ain't finna do that. We rather play the rookie, bro. Like, come on, man. I'm not gonna let more competition into the playoffs. No.
Right. All right, Troll. One more call, and then we out of here. Anybody wants to? You got 2 minutes. 1, 2, not 1, not 2, no 2. You got 2 minutes
needs to come back, man.
Who?
Vanderbilt. That's been the biggest piece that we've been missing for our Lakers team. We can get him back and get him back in the rotation. He's like a major defensive piece and a major wing player that we need on that team, man.
Gee, man, you look like me at night, man. You hurting?
You talking about this garbage ball. This garbage ball we got to watch called the NBA.
Oh, man, listen.
Garbage ball, man. We talking about the Lakers and best thing in the NBA, bro. Calm down, relax.
Probably why.
Wait, what? See, you know what?
Yes.
I've been letting you live, Transformer.
We not the best thing about the NBA? We the most talked about most.
You're not the best. You already know what the best is, man. Stop it.
No, we're not. But we ain't talking about the 12 championships y'all won back in the 50s, bro.
Man, we ain't. Look, man. Look.
Talk about relevancy.
Look, yeah, that's us. We won the chip last year. Relevancy.
Oh, bravo, for the first time in like 30 years. Cool.
30 years.
I know you won it in 08, fool. Calm down.
Thank you.
I know you won.
All right, one more minute. Okay, Laker Nation. Okay. All right.
What was that, 15 years?
15 you know I got 16 years, yeah. 08 to 24, yo. You know you always welcome to call, Laker Nation. You know that.
Say we ain't the best, Laker Nation.
Hey man, y'all know. Look, everybody knows.
Always in the media.
Y'all know the respect I have for the Lakers. I don't gotta like them, but I respect them. Y'all already know.
Definitely a heavy Lakers show today.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
Shannon MJ turned out to be LeBron. LeBron's latest record about LeBron. JJ. We didn't mention LeBron in the last topic. That's good. It was all JJ Redick, so that was good.
There was no need.
But it was still Lakers.
Okay, Laker Nation. Okay, you don't need to. You're doing too much now.
2 tips in 30 years. Don't worry about. No, I got you, Laker Nation. I got you. 30 years. I got you, bro. He need to see that. The world need to see that.
My Wi-Fi going out. I got it.
And
oh man. All right,
he can't hide from that one, yo. He can't
right.
From that one.
We could go ahead and we're gonna drop it right here, y'all. Man, I appreciate everybody who's been here for the last time today. If you're here and you haven't already, please go ahead, click that like and subscribe, and make sure you tell your friends, man. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your family, whoever it is, man. Let them know about the show, man. Because this is what we do. We get in here, we have fun, we try to entertain, we try to kick sports knowledge, we debate, we do all that, man. So come through and have other people come through. And
last but not least, man,
we'll grow, man.
When you go to your barbershops, I know all y'all get your haircuts, right? Go to your barbershops and them Saturday morning haircuts, man. Man, turn on the format, man. My guys is on, man. Let's listen in. Put us on, man. Like, listen in.
Yeah. That's right. We start getting some crazy calls from all over the place. Like, I'm in the shop. They got this joint on the TV, man. Y'all talking some old Bruce. Bruce, you a hater.
What you mean LeBron ain't the best?
Right. So it's all good, man. It's all good. But yeah, y'all have a great day, man. We appreciate y'all. And tomorrow night, right? Is there Monday Night Football?
No.
Everything is tonight. We'll do it tomorrow night, but we'll do it at a normal time. It don't have to be like 11:30.
Yeah, that's cool with me.
Yeah, so we'll see
we
y'all
can knock it out
tomorrow
early.
night
It all depends. Chat, what y'all think? What do y'all think, Chat?
We'll see y'all tomorrow to wrap up the final week of the NFL season, and we'll go from there.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we out. Peace.